Welcome to episode 84 of the Pack Life Podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, along with my family. Beside me, we got fresh new cut, new hair, new JB, and the first arrival, Mr. Jalen Mitchell.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing just to be here.
Diagonal, we got also on time for the first time in maybe 2 months. Got Mr. Johnny Mars.
Man, I've been away from the pod for 2 weeks, so I guess I got to be on time. You've been away. Thanks for having me back.
For sure. Also, diagonal, we got my cousin, Mr. Demond. And you know that boy on me. Oh, I can't hear that boy. What you said?
Always here, man. You know the deal. Always here.
And last but not least, I got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter. Gentlemen, hey, how you guys doing, man? How y'all guys doing, man?
Less than highly favored.
Letting, one day.
How you doing, sir?
I'm well. I need a cut. I look like Jimmy Butler in the bubble.
Nah, you look like what's your boy from San Antonio before he cut it off?
Oh, Lonnie Walker?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you ever seen Nutty Professor, Dave Chappelle and Nutty Professor, that's what Bruce looked like when he took the hat off. Yeah. Y'all may be too young for that.
Eddie Murphy.
Y'all boys went outside then.
Eddie Murphy, yeah. Chill out. So before we start, I want to say got some sad news in the NFL fantasy football department. I did not make the playoffs in our league with Demond, Jalen, and Cut. Just 4-9, too many injuries. Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey acquired. He got injured. Michael Thomas, suspension plus fighting. Traded Deshaun Watson and Will Fuller. Just overall, and Terry McLaurin. So overall turmoil from on my end. But next season we will come back stronger and we will win the fantasy championship.
Terrible GMing.
So
we're here every year, bro.
I don't worry, I'm bouncing back. I'm always bouncing. Whenever I hit the ground, I always bounce back. Shout out Dame. So I'll be straight.
It is the second straight year that you missed the playoffs.
It is.
Oh, wait. Are you serious? I didn't know this was a reoccurring thing.
it's a pattern right now. We got to break it. We got to have long discussions in the GM office about what went wrong with the team this season.
What went wrong with the team this season?
Step into my office. I can teach you how to be a GM.
Stop. You won and done this week. You better chill out.
Crazy. I have the best record out of everyone in the league right now. That's on this pod.
Yeah, way to clarify that. Cut. How you guys feeling, man? You snuck into the playoffs, man. How you feeling?
I always felt like I was gonna make it, and I feel like I can make noise when I'm in there. So it's just a matter of
first round exit.
Nah, I feel like I can make noise and not who I'm playing out, not Jace off. So.
And last but not least, Demond, you lost the coveted number one spot in your division. How you feeling, man?
110% Will Fuller's fault. Don't want to hear nothing else. Since Will Fuller's suspension, we were sitting number one after winning 4 games straight, and now we have lost back-to-back, lost the division lead, aka $50. But we are third. We have a matchup this week with your Pops. Not really too worried. Justin Herbert will get back on track against the Falcons. Got Keenan Allen, got Diggs versus the Steelers. Chris Carson getting a full workload. So we're going to see what I can make shake, man. But, hey, man, it's 110% Will Fuller's fault if I don't win the championship this year.
PEDs, man. PEDs.
Got to work that waiver wire, brother.
All right, let's get started. We're going to start with basketball. This is the impromptu topic I had. So Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets were fined $25,000 by the NBA today due to them violating their media policy while playing Rainbow Six Siege with Cut and Demond. We were discussing it over while we was losing in ranked, I might add, but that's neither here nor there. So I just want you guys' thoughts on athletes versus the media, because it feels like some athletes feel like, and other fans of athletes feel like, they shouldn't have to speak to the media. Their job is to play basketball and hoop and just win their team some games. But also on the media side of things, they got to tell the story. It's in their contract they have to be there and stuff like that. So how you guys feeling, and where do you think it will end for this Kyrie not speaking to the media? I'll start with Jalen because he said he is here to pod.
Well, I think this ends today, seeing that that fine is pretty hefty. What I would say, bro, I feel like the media and the players need each other. You said it well, like the media presents it to the fans. You know what I'm saying? And when I first saw it, I was like, man, all athletes should do this, because a lot of times, like, athletes will say something and it'll get misconstrued or however you want to shake it. But honestly, I think in regards to just Kyrie, I think Kyrie should just refrain from just talking, bro. Like every time he say something, it's just like bad. When they said, "Oh, I need another piece," when he came out and was like, "Oh, we need another piece," and it was like, bro, just relax. Like you throwing your teammates under the bus, and everything you say rubs people the wrong way. So I feel like Kyrie just really, I don't know if he need media training all over again, or I don't know. But in regards to like players with the media, both need each other. And I believe that both sides can get better at different things. Like how the media shapes and cuts like the narratives that are just untrue sometimes. Like that's wrong. But players also do need to be held accountable for stuff they say that is crazy. Like the earth's flat. Like that is wild. Like, there's even if you put that in a little clip, it's just like, Kyrie, what are you even talking about? But I love Kyrie, man. Like, I think he's a really smart dude, but I think he gets caught up in saying just dumb stuff. Like, honestly.
Do you think this is exclusive to Kyrie, or because I feel like there's a lot of players that say some dumb stuff to the media, but Kyrie, since he's a star or superstar to some, he gets the flack because his stature in the league.
Yeah, he's gonna get the flack because of the stature of his stature in the league. I mean, he's the vice president of basketball operations behind CP, so it's like not basketball operations, but you know what I mean. But he's the VP, players union. He's the VP, so everything he says is gonna hold weight. Like if CP out here saying dumb stuff, they're gonna be looking at CP like he crazy too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he has to understand his position. And I don't think he fully does. And I don't think he cares to understand his position either.
What you think about it, John? Kyrie versus the media, or athletes versus the media?
Kyrie can't take on the media unless he's in another organization of playing basketball. Like the NBA is about media, about entertainment, about critics, comments. Like that's what the industry is. So for Kyrie, one of the biggest stars in the game, to decline that option to speak and provide topics of conversation, it is going to be harmful to the NBA's ability to create revenue. More so, Kyrie himself understands that. I mean, he's a 10-year pro. You understand that this is in your contract. You have agents. You know that you have to speak to the media. So for him to even try to do this, then it sends a message to how he feels about the media, no doubt. But he obviously cannot continue to do this for the remaining of the season because, like they said, they are going to continue to fine him if he isn't compliant. It might be suspensions. It might be banned from the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's going to go out, you know what I'm saying? It could be that. If he's doing the most with the media, then it could be, okay, like you're not going to follow and comply to the NBA's policies. There's no way you can, be a part of this organization. And that could just be sending a message from the NBA to the rest of the players, like you have to communicate with the media. So
I don't think banned, but I get what you're saying. Like they're gonna increase the amount of the fines. Possibly, I see what you're saying there.
Yeah, well, when you get fined $100K, rap.
Demond, you ready? You ready to fire off them cannons, boy? I already see it. The floor is yours, my brother.
Yeah, so I won't get fined.
That's it.
Something what I gotta say. We already have expressed how the media likes to twist things and everything like that. Besides, my boy, I really got too much to say. So y'all got it. Y'all gonna continue to hate on him no matter what he do. Kyrie's just gonna come out and hoop this year, and that's all I want to see. Everything else is irrelevant for me. So whatever they decide to do.
Is it hating or is it telling the truth?
As long as Kyrie is able to put his art on the floor, that's all I care about.
So
did you think
Oh, you got it, Jalen. You got it. Take my role. You got it.
Do you think they took him out of context when he said the earth was flat?
I mean, and it's just so easy to see how gullible people are. Like Kyrie really thinks the earth is flat. He's so dumb. See? He has everybody in the palm of his hand about what he wants to say. If Kyrie say, "Well, damn, bro, it's kind of chilly out here today. Look at this man, cold." Like that's how people treat Kyrie, bro. It is what it
Is
is.
it?
You know
Is
what
that
I
how
wish?
people do Kyrie?
I wish we would hear about Kyrie in the media for better reasons, like winning MVP.
No, I wish.
Or you know what I'm saying, like being the Finals MVP.
I wish we hear more about Kyrie, what he does in the media by donating to these charities and giving mask out, 30K masks to the in Brooklyn and trucks and stuff. But we don't hear about all that. They want to talk about how Kyrie said the earth is flat and how he does this and that and the third and hate on them and the LeBron quote. Who cares?
That was years ago.
Well, we know Kyrie's a good guy
check your phone.
off the floor.
Okay.
We know he's a good guy off the floor.
Cut.
So,
my turn.
You shared your opinions on the Rainbow Stream. Shout out to Rainbow Six Siege. You still stand on it? Do you feel he should speak to the media?
If he don't want to speak to the media, that's his right to choose that. But it's at the end of the day, it's a job, and I think that's what everybody keeps like ignoring. It's a job. When you get a job, they put in your contract all the stuff they want you to do and all your obligations. So teachers can't say, "I'm not going to no faculty meeting. I don't want to do that. I signed up to teach." Any sport, I mean, media matters. It's $1 billion industry. It's not just on the court. They got to sell jerseys. They got to make commercials. They got to do this. They got to do that. So when you sign that contract, it's not just basketball with no gimmicks. It's basketball plus the fame, plus the media, plus the attention, plus the, you know what I'm saying? You can't, nobody else can get a job and just be like, "Oh, I don't feel like doing that because I didn't sign up to do that." That's not how it works.
Big facts.
But the only difference is his job is so great, he made so much money off of it, and he got endorsements off of it that he can pay his way out of not doing stuff that he don't want to do. So keep cutting the checks, and if the Nets won't keep cutting the checks, keep cutting the checks. That's on y'all. But
yeah, I
would find them too.
I think that's the issue is they find the Brooklyn organization too. So I think they're gonna tell him you have to speak to him, but you don't have to say nothing like substantial, like what Marshawn Lynch did in the Super Bowl.
I think
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
What'd you say, John?
I think it's they more have to like be available to the press.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny that he said this now after LeBron finally came out and said he hurt his feelings. It's like, why'd you pick to do this now? LeBron was on the podcast. I think it was with Matt Barnes and them.
He did that before.
No, it was Road Tripping.
Yeah, it was before LeBron.
Road Tripping podcast, but he did that before.
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago he said that. Like a week ago.
Okay. But they just started finding him this week. That's why I came back to surface.
Yeah.
So, but it's just, I guess they misconstrue what he said, but they do that anyway. So how about you just don't say nothing like that? You just don't say nothing.
Yes.
You don't answer that question.
My
ways to dodge questions. I mean he's with Nike. He's with all. Is he not Clutch? Who's he with? Rock Nation? I forgot who he under, but they got media training.
Yeah.
My only issue with it is I feel like there's a disconnect with the media and athletes, and I feel because we're seeing it now with all these athletes coming out with podcasting and things like that. I just feel as if the media is going to lose their ability to storytell due to the athletes not being cool with the media. I think athletes are going to control their own narrative, while the media is going to be like the odd man out. And there's pros and cons to the athletes controlling their own narratives. It's just like the media's job is to be objective, and if the athletes are controlling their own narrative, then they're not going to be objective about their play.
Well, the media isn't objective when all they do is hate on a certain player. When all they do is throw, but it's so funny how.
Talk to us.
It's so funny how the Rosers continuously switch. Like the media hates on Kyrie, and it's Kyrie deserves that. Kyrie every time he opens his mouth. But then when the media throws Russell Westbrook under the bus, it's unwarranted. Why do they talk about him like that? The media has their own agenda of who they want to prop up on the stool and who they don't. But based off y'all preferences, it's okay who gets treated like that. That's how I view it.
I think Westbrook getting slander is some of it is necessary by the style of play. It's just when you I feel as if when you play bad, I should be able to tell you playing bad. And if you playing good, you should play. I tell you play good.
Exactly. And all the slander that Kyrie has gotten.
You can't talk bad about Kyrie play. People aren't slandering Kyrie. They're slandering him about him as a person.
They are slandering his play.
I talk bad about his play sometimes.
They're saying he's
not good.
They're saying he's hard to work with, like with James Harden. That's the narrative that's coming out of there. He can't handle with other star teammates. What you saying, Jalen?
Every team he has been on, he's made worse. And when he's absent on that team, they've played better.
Who?
Look at it. When he was out this year and he missed however many games,
they started winning.
The Nets were winning. The Nets were playing better. Same thing with the Celtics.
Coaching.
When Kyrie went out of the lineup,
said coaching. The Celtics coach got fired.
Because of Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Kenny Atkinson, he mutually separated from the Nets organization back in February.
Because he probably couldn't deal with.
Nah, they said KD didn't want him. He didn't want him as a coach.
I mean,
that's a report that came out.
Playing by that time either.
I mean,
there was what?
To be honest, like
you said they weren't playing by that time.
I said Kyrie wasn't playing by that time.
Oh, honestly, bro, I just can't wait for this Brooklyn experiment to be exactly what I think it's gonna be. That's all I gotta say about it.
I think the experiment is gonna work out well if Kyrie just keeps his ego out of it and just plays basketball. I think nobody is saying Kyrie's this as a basketball player. He's not a number one option. He's a bona fide number two option. He's an all-star. We all know that. At the same token, bro can really get himself in trouble with the stuff he says. And you come, okay, we all playing on a basketball team, and you come out and say, oh, we're a piece away. We need another piece. You telling the guys around you that they not enough. The guys that go to battle with you in practice day in and day out. And then you go on a podcast and say, yeah, until I got on this Brooklyn Nets team, I can never look down the line and see a guy that can take the shot and make the shot when Bron has literally done that time in and time out.
That's a great segue.
Chicago, Minnesota. You can name it. All these times you didn't see Bron hit buzzer beaters when they really needed it. Like, come on, bro. And Bron ain't never want to see that man do nothing but shine.
And that's a great segue. LeBron said he was hurt by Kyrie's comments about him saying he was gonna play with a player who can make shots late in games. And my first impression of it was, what is LeBron talking about? Why does he care if they beef it? I'm like, bro, who cares?
He just answered the question honestly.
He was like, bro, I really hurt my feelings. LeBron took the high roll. I ain't like that. He should have took a shot.
He should have really told bro about
he has media training though. He's never gonna say the wrong thing to the media.
But he kind of addressed it though. Remember when they asked him about
quote, John?
Remember when they asked him about why AD and him gel so well? It's because there was no jealousy. Kyrie has a jealous streak, bro. I'm telling you, if there's a guy on the team that he feels is better than him, like trying to sun him type, like he don't like that.
So I don't get how him and KD gonna get along because KD's
clearly the better player.
Right.
That's why I don't think it's gonna work.
But I think that's because it's his homie. But KD does have a habit of letting people that's not better than him outplay him or like giving them the green light over him. He does.
That is true. He did the same thing with Westbrook.
I got you, John. The partial quote is, I was like, damn, the whole time while I was there, I only wanted to see him be an MVP of our league. It kind of hurt me a little bit.
Hey, well, I mean, Kyrie has dealt with some traumatic things, as I'm sure most players has. So you never know what someone's personal experience can make them believe about other people that they come into contact with. Nevertheless, though, as far as the Brooklyn Nets experiment goes, I mean, it is going to boil down to, I think they have a system in place that's going to work. That boils down not just from the players, but the coaches as well. John Locke, who had the Nets team clicking on all cylinders at the end of the year, is coming back to coach that offense with your boy Mike D'Antoni coaching the defense, Steve Nash basically like facilitating.
D'Antoni not coaching no defense. He don't coach.
D'Antoni ain't coaching no defense.
He is
offense.
No, he does not call defense because they don't play it.
D'Antoni is there to help Steve Nash with offense.
Yeah.
I don't know how that backwards, but
I might have it backwards.
John Locke is offense, and I think Mike D'Antoni is defense.
Mike D'Antoni is not.
Yeah, D'Antoni's defense, John.
I just said that.
I mean offense.
D'Antoni's offense. He's not defense. The Rockets literally played no defense. They just shot the ball.
I thought they played better defense in the playoffs.
One game, the Thunder.
Well, regardless, though, I mean,
we're a good team.
Brooklyn, they're like, again, I was listening to Jalen and Jacoby podcast earlier. They, KD said he's going to play the 4 and the 5. Like, that's going to be his position throughout the year. And they were speaking, basically, Jalen said, in the Eastern Conference, what bigs are going to bang with KD? Like, you got
Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo.
Okay, that's it. But
Giannis.
Giannis, bruh, you telling me which bigs are going to, like dominate KD in the post?
Andre Drummond.
Yeah. And Blake Griffin.
Look, KD.
The Cavs aren't going to win games. Y'all give me players, but I'm talking about players.
What bigs are gonna bang with him? We named 5.
What bigs are gonna bang with him and make an impact for their team? Okay, you're gonna get your 30, but your team's gonna lose.
Can he guard Clint Capella on the block?
Can't guard none of them.
That could be another team that we got to see. But you think the Nets could lose to the Hawks this year?
Blake inside on KD is a mismatch.
That's not gonna work defensively, dog. Offensively, he's gonna cook everyone.
He's gonna mess over the center or whoever gonna end up on him or end up on the switch. But defensively, no.
Defensively, no, absolutely not. The 5s and the 4s in the East.
I saw a tweet. Somebody was like, "Y'all like KD didn't play rim protector in Golden State," and I was just like so baffled.
Oh my god,
protector.
We need to get him on the podcast.
He can really get cooked by any decent guard that can dribble. KD is not a perimeter defender.
He just long, so
he
can stretch out.
KD's last few years as a defender.
You know what I'm saying?
On the perimeter,
about him against people that smaller than him is he can let him blow by him and still get the block.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless they're crafty, like Kyrie.
But dude, he weighed like 185 and he's 7 foot. Like he little, small as I don't know what.
And I assume you still got next going to the championship, Mr. DeMar. I can't hear you.
Bro, what are you doing?
Tuned in.
Yeah, I can't hear what you're saying.
Bro, what are you doing?
What?
No comment.
Oh, I got you.
Bruh.
It's a podcast.
He on his Jace. He said he keeping it quiet on his Jace. So
gonna play till Sunday. I'll be watching.
Another shot back was Doc Rivers' response to Paul George. We talked about last week how Paul George went on All the Smoke podcast and said Coach Doc Rivers wasn't making adjustments. He had me. What said he had him as the Ray Allen role?
He had me in the Ray Allen role, which is not true.
Doc Rivers responding to Paul George says, "I think everybody needs to take ownership." That was the major quote from it.
Paul George line on a national platform talking about, are you serious? Doc Rivers play him in the Ray Allen role. Are you me? Are you me? He lying like that?
No cap.
I'm sorry, bro. Edit this out. Paul George need his ass whooped. Seriously, bro. Paul George need his ass whooped, bro. Lying like that on TV. Talking about he had him in the what? Come on, dog. Stop trying, Doc.
What you said,
That's disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful. He tried, Doc, bro. Seriously.
Bro, if I was Doc Rivers, I would have said, boy, you could never be Ray Allen.
Oh, God. Hitting the side of the backboard. Come on, bro. Ray ain't never did that.
The boys, he said he had me in the Ray Allen role, and I could do it, but that's not my game. I was like, what?
Wow.
I could do it. He like, I could do it.
Bro, everybody could drag Paul George, bro, and his $190 million extension, because this is extremely out of pocket.
I was like, I think everybody can take ownership, which is a grown man response. It's everybody's fault.
It is, but Paul George's play was terrible. Like, I don't understand, but there's no excuse.
Hold on.
What were you talking about?
Paul George.
Paul George. I want to say shout out to Paul George getting that extension. We love a finesse over here, my boys. We love a finesse. So I'm gonna say shout out to Paul George. But I do agree with Doc Rivers. Everybody should take accountability. I'm still surprised that
go about it. That's the only grown man way to go about it. Is everybody take accountability.
I just think we're not giving Kawhi Leonard enough blame.
Nobody's mentioning
He's
him.
getting
Hold on.
no blame at all.
He played bad the game 7. Before then, he was literally carrying them.
Not
No one else was
quarters.
stepping up.
But
Not in the
no.
fourth quarters.
Let's talk about how he couldn't. Them load managements came back to hunt him.
He's not
That boy
Brian.
had no legs. He could
Yeah,
not.
he's not Brian.
He should be immune to certain conversations. This isn't something that his name shouldn't be in here in the blame conversation.
But who
can't get blamed?
The greats take ownership, but blame is a different thing. 2 different words.
So you don't think Kawhi deserves any blame?
I think as a
He
leader,
deserves
you
some.
take accountability for not winning if you don't happen to win. I don't think you should say I blame myself, or I don't think anyone should blame Kawhi Leonard. I think because he is one of the elites in the league, he is immune. Like,
no,
he's not immune.
First of all, he's not. He's
cannot
not
say
one of
that.
the elite. I think people get confused by that Toronto championship, and they really be gassing this man. That's another thing people don't want to talk about. The reason he got that championship is because KD got hurt. That's the only reason he got that championship.
And Clay.
I didn't even want the Warriors to win. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, KD hurt. Oh, the Raptors gonna win this. But honestly,
76.
he was never gonna win that championship. The one he got with the Spurs, people like to gas him for that. Talk about what he did to LeBron. LeBron numbers were still amazing. Some better than some people winning numbers. So Tim Duncan is somebody that people don't mention. Tony Parker is somebody that people forget to mention about that
Manu
championship.
Ginobili.
He and Manu. He has really never carried a team to win a championship. So I don't know where people thought he could carry Paul George and the Clippers to win a championship, because he doesn't never have to carry, and he's a load management guy. Plus, on top of that, he got to take the blame because they were up 3-1. And last time the team was up 3-1, they killed the Warriors. And then the team before that was up 3-1 was the Thunder against the Warriors, in which KD left to go join the Warriors, and everybody killed KD and Russ. So yes, he deserves some blame for blowing a 3-1 lead to the Nikola Jokic Nuggets. What's the pause about? Why everybody making faces?
This man like pick 6.
Yeah, he picked 6 to do it off the off the
It's like
ground.
a discussion now about contact.
Yeah.
Hit the
It
ground.
was an
He's
amazing
literally
pick.
down.
That's why I said, "Oh my god." John, to answer respond to you, I think this is like to a national media sense. I don't think you would do this, but if that was LeBron that blew a 3-1 lead, regardless of how bad AD would have played, the media would be on LeBron's head. How could he blow a 3-1 lead?
Exactly. This is your GOAT.
And I
Going
think
3-1 leads.
I think the thing about Kawhi Leonard, though, the thing about Kawhi Leonard is, like, entering the league, he was, like Derek said, like, low management, low maintenance, low expectations. No one thought he'd probably grow to this stature of a player that he is. And that, y'all might not think he's elite, but how most NBA fans, critics, and other personnel, how they call him elite, like, LeBron coming into the league, this is the number one player. Like, this is going to be the next Jordan. This is going to be the, like the Messiah, like the basketball god. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so much hype around him. So, of course, if you don't win, it's like, oh, no, I thought you was the guy. Like, you're supposed to be a guy. But with Kawhi Leonard, it's like there's none of that expectations around him. It's just he a regular dude who happens to play really well defensively and can score a little bit, which makes him that threat. But it's like he doesn't have all of that hype around him. So I don't think he's going to get that much criticism because it's not expected him, I don't know, in that sense, if that makes sense. But LeBron is like, oh, you supposed to be doing this, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But Kawhi is a top 10 player now. If you're a top 10 player on a contender, I don't care who you is, you supposed to win. Russ and Harden they supposed to get there. This is a failure on their part. If you in the top 10 in the NBA, you in a contender, and your team falls short, I feel like you should be given the blame. And also, let me say one thing. Please do not mention Kawhi Leonard's name in the same sentence as LeBron James ever again. Please. Ever. Never. Stop it. Yeah, after what we just saw in the bubble, got to stop that.
Got you, JB. I think JB got my topics in his hand because we shift gears to the Houston Rockets and that James Harden drama going on. So last week we talked about Westbrook being traded to the Washington for John Wall and the pick. And now with the NBA starting up again, training camp and all, James Harden was a no-show at Houston Rockets practice. Spotted in Atlanta with Lil Baby, gifted him watches and racks out the going on a whole tour around the U.S. with Meek Mill and everybody. Not showing up at practice.
Get the honey buns.
Yeah. So and he he eventually did show up to get COVID tested, and they say you got to have multiple testing before you could have team workouts. How you guys think? Like, what do you guys think with Harden? He obviously wants to get traded, but I feel he's not handling it the right way, especially with Steven Silas, a minority coach who's trying to get his name, trying to get other minority coaches in the head coaching position as well. He's he's making it hard for Silas. So how you guys think Harden is handling this whole get me out of here campaign? Derek.
All right. I think he's doing it how people have done it before. It's just, it's gonna be highlighted because of where he's been. Like, if he wasn't on the scene, it'd be like, okay, he's just a no-show. He don't want to be here. But it's the fact that he's been on pictures with Lil Baby and pictures with Meek Mill in the social media era that is gonna get bad. Yeah, it's gonna be gassing it. However, I mean, if the man don't want to be there, he has obligation. It's in his contract to be there. So they can, he could be miserable there, but he got to play it. Or they could just find the best bidder. I'd be like, oh yeah, he on the block. Yeah. Let's talk about it. If y'all don't offer what I like, he'll still be here because he got 2 years left.
That boy ain't got no leverage. Got 2 more. What he got, like 2-3 more years left on that deal? Yeah. Houston can say, deal with it. If you don't want to play, we're gonna find you.
And I think it's leaving a bad taste in John Wall and Boogie's mouth a little bit too, because it's like, dang, bro.
It's crazy because those pieces compliment him even more. You got to think about it. When you look at that team, who's the clear-cut number one option?
Harden.
It's no doubt about it. When he had Harden, when he had Russ there, you couldn't really tell who was really the best player on the team. Sometimes,
yeah.
I mean, you could be like, okay, like, yeah,
Harden's the better shooter, but sometimes he wasn't the best player.
But best player-wise, like, Russ looked like the best player at times.
Before COVID hit last season, Russ
he was looking like the best player towards the end of the season. And I was like, yo, I don't know if this is going to work because Harden got an ego. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? All great players have an ego to some sense. Even Bron does.
The Thunder really going to always regret letting him leave.
Yeah. I mean, Sam Presti.
They had a little team, boy.
Yeah. Sam Presti is like, I don't know how I feel about him. He's like,
he fixing
great
it.
GM.
He's writing his wrong side with all these picks, but the fact that you had KD, Harden, and Russ at that time on those type of deals, they weren't even on big deals for real.
Exactly.
John
but
Wall,
man,
said John Wall and James Harden are friends, so I think I think John Wall is sympathetic. Like, he's like, all right, bro, like, you have been in Houston much like I was just in Washington. I mean, like, I get it. You don't want to stay in a place that you've been in for a while. You want to grow. You want to go. Time is running out. I get it. I do think y'all are right, though. Like, this team is built to complement him, which I think that's what the general management has been trying to do, which we all as fans are like, we think it's there. I think if they were to go and try to compete, I don't think they're going to win a championship, personally. You know what I'm saying? And I think Harden might realize that. He's like, dang, even if I do stay, we probably won't win a championship.
But I will say, oh, my bad. I will say this, though. Silas did help create, because the Dallas Mavericks had the best offense in NBA history, him and Luka. Because Harden and Luka, I think they play very similar.
They do.
So I think because Silas helped build that highest scoring offense in NBA history. So he's trying to bring that to Houston. But with Harden not there, it's like, how can I like do this if like you're making it hard for him?
Luka's games. Oh, never mind. Let me not say this on the podcast. Luka's game is a little. I feel like he's just a little bit more efficient than Harden, though, bro. Like,
he takes less shots and he passes better.
He is more
efficient. I feel like the stuff he does actually matters in the game. Like, some of that stuff Harden do is like, okay, empty buckets, empty assists. But like when Luka makes plays, it's plays to keep them in the game.
Harden's better inside it, though. I will say that.
With Harden, most of his assists are to the same people. I think Luka, like, he spreads the ball out. Like, he understands placement on the court. And he utilizes, like, the assets of his teammates, to help his team win. So I get what you're saying. I think that's part of why they were able to get that high offensive rating. Harden is not that type. I mean, he's a playmaker, but he ain't that type of playmaker like Luka. So it would be kind of hard for them to create, I think, a higher offensive rating or the same type like the Dallas Mavericks last year.
He's a ball stopper, bro. That's the issue. He needs to change his game completely. You're not going to win a championship. Okay, you're going to win a lot of games by dribbling the ball out of the air. I mean, yeah, but, bruh, you got to pass the ball, get others involved. It's nothing like, bruh, when you the best player and you get your teammates involved and they got 17, 18, and you know you can go out for a smooth 35 when you want to.
Oh, that's how you was feeling when you was hooping?
Hey, man, I ain't want to say it, but you know. I ain't want to say it to my own horn, but, you know, I like to think I can score when I want to, but I like to get my peoples involved. But Harden's play style just isn't conducive to winning, just like how Russ's play style isn't conducive to winning. You too ball dominant. This is why you see so much success with the Steph Currys, like people who can play off ball or on ball. You have to be versatile. LeBron can play on ball, off ball. That's championship basketball, bro. It takes a team. And Harden, too selfish. That's the problem. He's too selfish. And even if he goes, let's say he gets his wish and goes to Brooklyn, that ain't gonna work. Wanna know why?
He updated his trade list. It's Milwaukee, Miami, Philly, Brooklyn. The Brooklyn one unlikely because there was a report that said Houston wants KD or Kyrie. So
Philly one would be so.
He's not
now
gonna.
they have John Wall and Boogie, and Ben wouldn't fit it. But if this was before they got John Wall for Russ, and Ben went there, and they could have flipped Russ for somebody else, if the Rockets building around Ben doesn't sound bad at all.
Don't. Sounds great actually, because he's not really that much of a selfish player.
Right, he gonna feed you. But I don't know how it works. I don't know at this point now that Russ is gone. I don't know who you could bring in for Harden that'll like unless it's a shooter like John Wall, because now John Wall has to be your point if you get rid of Harden for sure. John Wall gonna be the person bringing the ball up and running the floor.
Wait, what you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
You said Wall has to be the point now. Like
Wall's not gonna be the point if Harden's there. He's not gonna have the ball like that. He's gonna be the point, but he's not gonna have the ball.
He should play.
You have to play off the ball. Harden not playing off the ball. That's what I'm saying. He
can play off the ball.
He may play off the ball.
John Wall can play off the ball. Russ really couldn't. So that's the W of that trade for them. But if Harden leaves, then now John Wall has to be on ball, and you need to bring in somebody that can be off ball. Bringing in Ben Simmons wouldn't make sense with John Wall.
Russ can play off ball. You can give him some backdoor cuts. This narrative that he can't shoot really pisses me off.
Not that well. Not well. No, I'm saying don't get me wrong. I like Russ. I'm not even a Russ hater. I just think Russ needs the ball in his hand to be effective on a basketball game.
Yes. But you got to understand.
Off the ball, you're not looking for Russ to spot up and shoot threes, bro.
Strength and weaknesses. Who guarding Russ off the dribble? No one. No one can guard Russ off the dribble.
The way the
Rockets, why would I settle for?
You have to be able to shoot when he passes you the ball, not drive.
Yeah, that's the old system. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what this new system gonna look like.
Right, that's true.
And I want to know how Russ is gonna play with Bill, because last year Bill was kind of like when he went off for 50 back-to-back games, like he
had the green light.
Get the ball in his hand, like he was. He had the ball in his hand. He was making plays. And I feel like now with Russ coming in, I feel like his production might take a step backwards because he's not going to have the ball in his hand.
He can play off the ball. He's a shooting guard.
Bill can play off the ball. That boy can shoot.
That's what him and John Wall used to do. That's what
I didn't say he's not going to be effective. I definitely think he'll be effective.
His numbers will drop. He won't average 30 again, but he was jacking. If you the way Bradley Beal used to act, bro, he literally used to be like, "Oh, it's just me." Like that's how he used to act.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
All-star if he regresses. Now we can't expect him to get all-star if
he didn't get all-star anyway. When he was,
he got to win. I think
he was snubbed, and
he was snubbed.
And I'm saying games after that, he put the NBA on notice and was like, "Oh snap, he was snubbed," which means like next all-star, okay. Bradley Beal, like we know what happened last year. We can try to get him.
The way the NBA sets it up, shooting guards gonna take the brunt. They're not gonna really get in because most of the people that's going are point guards because they have the ball in their hand.
The reason Bradley Beal didn't make it because they weren't winning. They were outside. Because I do think if they're like come All-Star break, if they're like the 6 or 7 seed, but his points are like 24, 23, not like wow, he'll get into the All-Star game because they're winning. Like you've proven that you can win now. Like you just can't be all about stats and most
Yeah,
points.
because
They
people like
take a-
Devin Booker didn't make it. At the time, the Suns' record was terrible. But he ended up making it because Chris Paul got hurt, which is ironic because Dame got
All-Star
hurt.
games are never about who's the best player getting into the game. It's
we
about
ain't
who's the
going. We
most
ain't
popular.
going back to that.
Bro, but I
No,
think
I was just saying. I was just making a point.
I think
Sorry.
I think Bill can I think the Wizards gonna thrive off this Bill and Russ together. I don't Bill numbers might go down a little bit, but they're gonna win some games and they're gonna beat a lot of teams. And Russ gonna play defense and John Wall played defense too, but he wasn't there. So it's like they didn't even have John Wall these last 2 seasons for real. So now that's what they was missing.
Right.
Yeah.
And Scott Brooks and Russ is a scary
I'm
sight.
trying to tell you, they
Make
went to the finals together, bro.
Facts. Make sure y'all boys here next week. Next week we're gonna be predicting the NBA playoff picture for the West and the East. But this week we're gonna do our NBA awards predictions. So of course we're gonna start with the best award, the most valuable player award. Who do you guys have winning that award? I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna say it's going to that boy, Luka Doncic. I think he's in a position to win MVP. Tremendous numbers. If he gets the Mavericks to the top 4 seed for sure, I think he wins MVP while averaging a triple double. And they're gonna make it big for him, like they're similar to Russ. It's just the difference because he can shoot and make beautiful plays. So I do have Luka Doncic winning it.
I would like to put in the race. I agree. I do agree. I think it's gonna be Luka, but my dark horse, Anthony Davis, finally gets his MVP. Maybe.
Okay.
He has a chance to finally get his MVP. Long
DeMar
overdue.
Dark.
And it's like it's low key long overdue, but it's like his time is just passing away. Who won MVP this year? I just forgot. That cool. Giannis.
Yep. Demond, who you got winning most valuable player?
Take Dame. I think Dame probably this year. I got Dame taking that mantle for best point guard, and I think I said it when we were doing our picks. I said I got the Blazers to the Western Conference Finals. I think they would beat the Clippers in a series. I've seen them beat the Nuggets before. I like them over Utah. Any other team besides the Lakers in the West, I would take the Blazers, especially with the addition of Covington and the backcourt of Dame and CJ. And Melo. So I'm gonna take the Blazers out the Western Conference Finals, and I'm gonna take Dame as MVP.
All right, Mr. Johnny Mars, who is your MVP candidate for this 72-game season?
It's a lot of good players in the league. And I want it to be somebody different, like we say dark horse, right? So obviously we know that we're going to be announcing LeBron as like the MVP, but I do hope that it's Trae Young. That sounds crazy, but Trae Young is a top 10 in assists type of point guard, top 10 in scoring type of point guard. This team just added super crazy good free agents. And now they're looking at a chance of being a top 5, top 6 seed in the East. If he takes them to the 4th, then he could be looking at like perhaps MVP type, a season. I mean, he's already developing as a trending superstar. And Rose was the youngest MVP in league history. So it's not impossible and he still is. So it's not impossible for someone like Trae Young, who is, I think, turning 21, 22 this year, like to be the youngest league point guard in NBA history. So we just have to see how that plays out and if the Hawks do what the roster says that they can do, which is make the offs.
Got you. And Mr. JB, are you still running your Steph Curry for MVP campaign?
No. I have a guy that's a tremendous talent that just got a guy that's going to really help him get better this season. I'm going to go with Devin Booker, and I'm going to tell you why. Devin Booker's just needed a guy to make his workload easier. He averaged about 26.5 points per game last season. I see Devin Booker really stepping up this year, averaging somewhere between 28 to 30, probably even higher than that, playing with CP. Easier buckets. The spacing of the floor will be more efficient for him. And also, bro, I got the Suns probably finishing as maybe a top 3 seed this year. And you got to look at the way they were playing on them underneath Monty Williams. Monty had them boys going 8-0 in the bubble. In the bubble now, Like, it's hard to win games in the bubble. You gotta understand.
Bubble
Like,
is new. How you gonna say something hard is to do something and it just occurred? It just happened. It's also hard to win games in a bubble. This is the first year they ever did a bubble.
But what I'm saying is, you can understand it's hard, bro. When you used to have all that, when you got all that money, bro, and you got all that freedom, and people telling you can't leave your room, you can't go past this, or you got to quarantine for 14 days. That's tough. No games without any fans. That's tough. And honestly, the MVP of the bubble, the guy who was playing the best out of the entire bubble, was Devin Booker at one point. It's just the facts.
He got the bubble award. They gave it to him.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not far-fetched. I think that Devin Booker and the Suns are going to do something that a lot of people really didn't see them doing this year, because they used to give a lot of teams a run for their money last year, but nobody was really paying attention to them. They started off the season hot, and then towards the middle, they kind of dwindled off, and I think that's just because they got a young team. But now if you bring – man, you got CP in there, bro. I'm a CP believer now. I'm a CP believer now, bro. After what he did with OKC, I'm a CP believer. And I got to give him, man, credit. He makes people better, bro. He can mold young talent. And I'm telling you, look at Devin Booker, bro. A guy that come in, a walking 26 and a half, job's easier. You know what I'm saying? He can easily average 30. Easily.
Got
Just
you,
saying.
I got you, JB. We shift gears to Defensive Player of the Year. I guess we keep it in the same order, same circle. I go first. I think they finally give it to Anthony Davis this year. I think he should have won it last season, and they gave it to Giannis. And I think AD. I think when the season first starts, he won't be after it as much, trying to get his legs back, rest after they just won in October. But I think after mid-January, I think he'll be ready, lock and load, blocking shots off the backboard, steals. Nasty.
I like that option as well. I know, and they did MVP and DPOY for Giannis, right?
Yep.
I think it's less likely for AD, so I'm gonna just switch it up and go with Drew Holiday as my DPOY this year in Milwaukee. I think now that he's with Giannis, and now that the games are televised, and now that people gotta see him, they gotta see him. Like, people really only start watching the Pelicans because of Drew. I mean, because of Zion last year, but now that they gotta watch him with Giannis with the MVP, they gonna see Drew. Drew gonna have people point guards and having fits.
Demond. All right. John. No, it's Demond.
I'm gonna take AD as well. I think he gets what he should have got this year. I just think the Lakers are more centered around him defensively, being able to come up with a stop, especially late in games. They won't be able to this is the year I think AD has to step more into that 5 role with no Dwight, no JaVale. Marc Gasol is a good addition for them, but for them to win another championship, he'll have to play the 5, and majority of his success will need to come on the defensive end. We know how great he is on the offensive end. I just think he will have to affect more, and I don't think he will have a problem doing so. So I got him taking DPOY.
Gotcha. Johnny Mars.
No doubt. Anthony Davis is a nice candidate to go with on this. So is Drew. However, I am going to go Ben Simmons, who was number 1 in steals last year. And I believe that had he not been injured and gotten a chance to show more of his defensive prowess in the playoffs, that he probably would have been announced potentially as a defensive player of the year. I just think that the other candidates, like Anthony Davis, like, we know he's good at, on the defensive side, but when you see Ben Simmons, when Ben Simmons comes back next year, it's going to be a legit difference on that team, and everyone's going to see that difference. And critics and those who have the votes are going to see that difference and say, "Wow!" Especially with the acquisition of Doc Rivers, it just seems like they're going to be so much more better of a team, so much more composed and disciplined, that I don't see Ben Simmons getting worse. I only actually see him getting better. So my take is Ben Simmons, Defensive Player of the Year.
And last but not least, Jalen.
Fresh off of a contract extension, I would say Bam Adebayo.
Oh, God. Bias.
I mean, it's not really so biased. He finished second in defensive rating behind Steven Adams last year. which is quite surprising. But I think he takes that next step and becomes more of a floor general on the defensive end, rim protecting. He's versatile. He can guard out on the wing. I think you'll see him average a tad bit more steals this year. I think he's going to take more pride on his perimeter defense. And also you'll see an uptick in his blocks. And also, man, I just think that his play style is going to be conducive to winning. We got to look at it like this, like Bam's ultimately going to be our best player. And I think he'll take that step this year, and he'll lead by being a force on the defensive end, bro. Honestly.
Gotcha, bud.
I think Jimmy's still your best defensive. I mean, still your best player.
Best all around for sure.
Gotcha.
Jimmy's our best all around player for sure.
We go
Should
to,
be top 10. I don't know what ESPN doing with them rankings.
We go 6th man of the year. I start first. I got Norman Powell from the Raptors. I think he's going to show out when no Serge Ibaka, Fred VanVleet re-signed. So he's destined to be the starting shooting guard with Kyle Lowry. I got Norman Powell off the bench to provide a consistent spark to this Raptors team, to their pursuit to the NBA Finals.
What he played, the 2?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
He might start.
Now OG start at small forward.
I personally think it's going to be the same 3 people at the top of that running list again, but I hope this time it's actually one of them in the Laker uniform instead of the Clipper uniform. So if Dennis Schroeder comes off the bench like I want him to, but he's saying he want to start, I don't think he should start. But if he starts, then it'll be Montrez. But if Dennis comes off the bench like he should with Kuzma and company, matter of fact, Kuzma should take a step forward this year, but I gotta wait. I gotta see. But Kuzma's a dark horse for me. But I'm gonna go with Dennis Schroeder off the bench, and if not, Montrez off the bench with the Lakers.
All right, John.
Yeah, I also agree. It's gonna be someone wearing purple and gold. It's either Montrez or Dennis.
All right, Jalen.
Not gonna lie. I can't. I'm searching in my brain. I want to say Dragic, but there ain't no way like Dennis and Montrez gonna let that slide. So I really gotta ride with them boys unbiasedly. But just know my bias is saying Goran Dragic for sure.
Got you. Most improved player. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I'm leaning towards somebody. An Atlanta Hawks player. I like Cam Reddish. I'll say that. I think he'll improve. I know they just acquired Bogdanovich, Gallinari, so his attempts may be limited, but I think he's if he develops into the player I think he should be, and that's like consistently scoring like 18 a night. I think the Hawks the playoffs are not a question if he performs like that. So I got Cam Reddish for MIP.
Give me, I want to say Zion. That's the bias in me. I think his numbers should go up with no load management this year. I think Zion numbers should be elite this year with the reins off of him. So actually, I want to go Zion, but something deep down is telling me I don't think Ja Morant is going to be a candidate for it because he's Rookie of the Year, but I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is also somebody that people should watch this year because he got hurt towards the end last year with the Grizzlies. He could take a big step. But actually, I'm gonna stay Zion. I can see Zion can have it. Zion can average a good 25 this year if he playing the whole game.
Come on now, buddy.
Johnny.
Let me just preface this by saying the Thunder are going to be extremely horrible this year, like the worst team in the NBA.
But Shea,
But Shea will probably have a great season.
They gonna average like 30.
He might average like 28, bro, 27.
They might average 30 and 10, literally.
Because I'm looking at their roster, bro. I'm like,
where's the scoring coming from?
I don't know.
Al Horford high pick and roll with
I don't know who is on their team. Like they don't have scores. Like there is no one on this team. Like I don't even know how they plan on competing.
Lou Dort, Shea,
bro. There's nobody.
Al Horford. Darius Bazley should take
Trevor Reeves is still there, but they might buy him out of his contract.
Darius Bazley should take a leap forward. Trevor Reeves will not.
Nice.
Trevor Reeves will not in that season with the Thunder. In the season with the Thunder.
No way.
Lakers say they want him. Lakers trying to stack the deck.
Jalen.
Paul Gasol said he won't back in. I'll let Paul Gasol back in. I'm not gonna cap. Just
But Gasol said he gonna play meaningful minutes. I was like, huh?
Oh, see, now he tripping.
Excuse me.
You're gonna ride the bench and you're gonna get in when we're up 30. So
Sir, we'll give you 10 minutes per game. Take it or leave it.
10 is a lot.
10 is a lot.
Yo, brother, you're not your brother. Your brother Mark gonna be in the game.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna Mark is there? You talking some? Yeah, I want meaningful minutes. I'm like, did you just recently win a championship?
I'll be like,
2010, bro.
I'll give you your brother minutes. You gonna take his minutes.
Yeah, get your brother minutes. Hey, Jalen, who you got winning a 6 man of the year? I mean, most MIP, Jalen.
This kid, man, special. I feel like he was underneath the wrong tutelage last year, but they just recently hired a great coach that I think, Kobe White, under the tutelage of Billy Donovan. I think he really takes the steps to being MIP this year. I think he's going to have a pretty not great, but good season. You saw what happened when Kobe White got minutes, bro.
Who's Kobe White's mentor?
No, I'm saying under the tutelage of
No,
Billy
I know
Donovan.
I'm saying, but who's Kobe White mentor? That's who the coach was just coaching.
I don't know.
Chris Paul's his mentor. Damn, bro.
Oh, I didn't know it was his mentor.
He signed to Jordan. He signed to like whatever that little.
He was Team CP3. He was Team CP3 in high school and college.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
That's
Even more reason.
Yeah.
That's even more reason.
But actually,
yeah, man.
Something when you said new coach who is good. Actually,
great. He's great.
I'm talking about somebody else. I'm talking about Kevin Knox in New York. I think he might actually take a step forward and come out.
I don't think so because that boy,
Ron Knicks player, brother,
is taking his
RJ Barrett.
No, the number one pick from this season will be getting heavy shot attempts.
Obi Toppin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Obi, and they got that boy Powell. They got Powell too on the team. They signed him as a free agent. Powell.
The Knicks promise
from the white and blue team. Powell, bro, he from New York. Seton Hall, I think.
Who?
Villanova.
I'm gonna look it up there. He a rookie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He a rookie then. That's why. I'm thinking you talking about like a guy that's been in the league for a minute. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I want the Knicks to be good so bad, but they just when they fired Fizdale, bro.
Miles Powell, that's what I'm talking about. Bucket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's pretty straight.
I'm saying they got a lot of people that's gonna be their wing gonna be crowded. They're gonna be playing for their wings positions. RJ Barrett the only one with a guaranteed spot right now.
Thanks.
And who they point?
Speaking of former rookies, let's talk about the rookie of the year candidates. I'm gonna go on with the big baller brand, LaMelo, who I think is the best ball brother. I think LaMelo gonna go stupid this season under Michael Jordan. Yeah, he gonna go stupid. I'm talking like ESPN gonna be like Sports Center. We're gonna see a bunch of LaMelo highlights this season because he's gonna be going dumb.
Follow from half.
I'm gonna go.
But like, think about it. Anthony Edwards, he got Cat and D'Lo. He ain't going stupid. Like all these other players are like in crowded areas. LaMelo's gonna shine in Charlotte.
But that's still Devontae's team. I hope everybody know that.
I don't think so.
That's Devontae's team.
You know, but it really don't matter what your draft. Like I feel like more so in recent years, it don't matter what your draft is to win Rookie of the Year. Like
if Cole Anthony ends up starting over Markelle Fultz, he could win it.
He'll get benched.
They'll probably start together.
You know who might win Rookie of the Year? Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Who'd you say there? I missed your question.
I said Cole Anthony. If he starts for the Magic over Markelle Fultz, I don't think they'll start both. I think because don't they still have Fournier or whoever the shooter is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they both not starting. So. Oh, Chuma Okiki.
He's still a rookie, boy.
Got a chance. He's still a rookie. Oh, Bo, I'm tripping.
Bo's not a rookie.
Yes, he is. He's eligible to be a rookie because he never started into the bubble. He never played games to the bubble.
But that's playing a game.
So Michael Porter Jr.
He's eligible. He literally posted it. He said, "I think I'm gonna be rookie of the year."
Oh,
I'm gonna go Bobo.
Oh.
I'm going Bobo.
No,
I like that pick.
All right, John, who you got?
Y'all know who I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna call. This might be my new favorite point guard. I'm gonna call him Rose 2.0. I'm gonna go that boy Killian Hayes from the deep.
Oh, he's starting too.
Yeah, he is starting. But
What
I don't know
team?
why is he starting over Derrick Rose? That's kind of messed up.
He probably nice, bro.
They
That's the
just
thing.
announced it in, that's what I said. They said in training
To
camp.
start
like,
over
Nice,
D
but
Rose, you
I don't
gotta
like
be
I don't like
nice.
Derrick Rose off the bench. Send him to the Lakers immediately.
Oh, if Rose off the bench, he might win 6 man. Hold on.
Yeah, that's true. He could win 6
Oh.
man.
I
All
don't
right,
know.
They
Jalen,
might
what you
play
got?
Rose. No cap. They trying
Obi
to.
Toppin.
They
Obi
said-
Toppin. Yeah, for sure. He's gonna ball.
He
Like
gonna
that
get-
kid,
he
bro.
got the green
is
light.
special.
That's what I said, bro. If you on the team with the green light, you ain't got no choice but to score 20.
Yeah.
a game.
He's special,
Right.
bro. He's
Y'all
averaging at least a
know,
dub.
bro.
Oh, speaking of green lights, remember you said that Andrew Wiggins comment? Because he had a green light, and that's why he averaged 20.
Okay. You tried to say that he was an average player, and he's not an average.
We're not going back here, you guys.
Lucy saw that tweet. Andrew Wiggins, it looks like he's really stepping it up this year.
Yeah, they're like
Like
this,
my favorite holiday.
they do that every time the season about to start. Andrew Wiggins gonna go off this season. Demond, welcome back. Rookie of the Year candidate, Brody. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with LaMelo. I just think that's the excitement factor and all the flashiness and everything like that. He's gonna get the Hornets some more dubs. I feel like they'll steal a couple more games. He'll have. It's gonna be fun to watch him and Devontae Graham and seeing their new direction they're trying to take, or they've been trying to take. So maybe he can have that Kimba type potential in Charlotte. We'll see. But I think he's gonna be a very exciting player to watch.
Box office. And last but not least, before we finally move off the NBA, Coach of the Year. I'm gonna have two, but the first one is my real one. I like Monty Williams and the Phoenix Suns. It's time. He's gonna take the big leap with the Suns with the addition of Chris Paul. Aiton's gonna have a great season along with Devin Booker, their star. So I have the Suns, Monty Williams, and the NBA gonna try to sneak Steve Nash in there with the Nets. They're gonna try to sneak him in there with the Nets. So that was my two Coach of the Year candidates.
I like the Monty pick. I could agree with that, but I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm gonna have to go. Ooh, I got two. Okay, I got two. I gotta be realistic with two. I got one.
You
of each
better not say who I think you finna
I
say.
got one in each conference. Each conference. I have in the East. I have to say Doc Rivers with the Sixers. If he flips it around, I do.
Okay.
I think if he gets them
Whoa,
top
whoa, whoa.
four,
Whoa! You said the Simmons and Embiid don't work. How you can pick Doc Rivers?
that's why I said if he can turn it around, if he can do it, if he can do it, and he could get out of them, but if he can do it. And then my Western Conference choice, Rick Carlisle with the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic.
The money?
Rick Carlisle. Okay.
How he can win MVP, but he can't win Coach of the Year?
I just said okay. That's all I said.
I'm gonna take Billy Donovan. I think the Bulls get back into the playoffs. I think that Zach LaVine is an all-star this year. He's one of my favorite players to watch. Shout out Seattle. Shout out to Washington. He's a hooper, man. And I think his talent mixed with Kobe White. I heard Jalen speaking on him, as well as Markkanen and Wendell, all the talent that they have. They're able to push for the playoffs and be higher than the 8th seed. I like the Bulls, and I think Billy Donovan puts them back in the playoffs, and he wins himself Coach of the Year. After he should have won it last year, actually.
Gotcha. Johnny?
He still doesn't have one, and he's made his name as a coach to be a force to be reckoned with. That's Brad Stevens. He has to go and be Coach of the Year this year. Again, these boys are young; they're developing, not even in their prime yet, and they have another opportunity to be in their prime. So, with Gordon Hayward moving out of there, I think they got Tristan Thompson now. Like, they have an opportunity to be more competitive, more defensive, and have an edge. So I think they'll win a lot more games, if not like 4 or 5 more games. And then Brad Stevens will be announced Coach of the Year.
And last but not least, Mr. JB.
I got 2 candidates that I like this year. My first would be Monty. Them guys making the playoffs just in general this year will definitely boost him up to into the conversation. And my second pick would be Steve Kerr.
Oh, God.
Lottery pick this year, you know what I'm saying? Team looks different. Your second best player, Hall of Famer, one of the best shooters of all time goes down. But I feel like them guys could still make the Western Conference Finals. With that being said, Steve Kerr, man, like the system is just too good. Him, Steph, Dre, James Wiseman, what he's gonna do with them boys. Who am I missing? Andrew Wiggins.
All right, that's a segment. That's a segment.
What's wrong with you, boy?
Bruh, I'm telling you, bro, y'all really sleep on. Bruce is still hanging on to that 2016 loss, bro.
Let me sleep.
Hate out your heart, boy.
Nobody
Let me
care
sleep.
about that loss no more.
Let me
He's
sleep.
even a Thunder fan.
Well, I still rock with OKC. I like what they're doing.
No, you gotta put respect on. You gotta put respect on Steve Kerr name. He won a championship his first year.
Oh my God.
They gonna bounce back this year.
Kyrie and Love got hurt. Kyrie and Love got hurt. The same way you hate on Kawhi, the same way you hate on Kawhi in a Raptors ring when KD got hurt.
They had LeBron, arguably the best player ever.
They didn't have Clay, who was the best shooter ever. KD, who was arguably the best player today. Even some argue.
Let me tell you something right now. Nobody compares to LeBron. Stop. Nobody. When you have LeBron, you can literally win against anyone. And I really, truly believe
not
that.
Against.
LeBron could. Do you know who LeBron took to the finals in 2007?
Did they win? Like Jalen, he could take them there, but they gotta win. Like,
hold on. Do you know who LeBron took to the finals in 2007?
I bet you're gonna tell
Mike
the audience.
Snow. You don't even know who that is.
I don't.
He took George Hill was his starting point guard a few years ago, and they went to the finals.
Hey Jalen, I got a question for you though.
Do you have an answer?
Is there any more basketball news before we shift gears to the football?
No, sir. I'm ready to shift gears.
All right. We're gonna start with what you said, John.
So the preseason games do start tomorrow at 7.
Oh, NBA preseason tomorrow, Friday, December 11th. That's weird. Weird to say, but difficult times.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start with the big news out of the NFL. Jalen Hurts, who won a championship with Alabama, transferred to OU, Oklahoma. Heisman candidate at OU, lost in the first round of college football playoffs to LSU. Is now the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, as Carson Wentz, their $100 million man, has been benched due to his lackluster play. Some blame him, while others blame the overall aspect of the team from the top to the bottom. So I'm gonna start with Damon, Every Yards Matter content creator. Shout out to Damon. How do you feel about the benches? Should they have pulled the trigger? Talk to us, man.
Yes, I believe they 100% in the overall aspect of the team do need a spark right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the issues don't change. The offensive line with Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks, 2 all-pro offensive linemen, are still gone. Miles Sanders is getting 8 carries or less in the past 4 games, and you're expecting to win football games? Gotcha. You're getting Alshon Jeffrey back out there, but you're taking snaps from Travis Fulgham from who week 5 to 9 led the league in receiving yards. Gotcha. You drafted Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. Gotcha.
That was a mistake.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside over DK Metcalf. Gotcha. I mean, when are we gonna start holding these guys in the front office?
And didn't they draft Arcega-Whiteside over Deebo Samuel? Oh no,
they did that too. When are we gonna start talking about Doug Peterson his job needed to be on the hot seat? And for as much as I do want to see Jalen Hurts ball out, all the issues I just named now fall beneath him. The thing I feel like sets Carson apart is his ability to, with all that said, give them a chance to compete late in games. They've been so bad that he hasn't even had that opportunity. So now you're asking Jalen to come in and give a spark. You better protect Jalen. Jalen's going to hold on to the ball. Jalen's going to make some bad reads. And then what happens when you throw Jalen under the bus? Who you turn into next? So I'm excited to see how it works, but don't sit here and tell me that it's just Carson's fault and he's played so horrible and he's the only reason that they haven't had an opportunity to win.
Got you. I seen a tweet and I found it very interesting. Before I hand it off to, I'm gonna give it to Jalen. They said Hurts. The Eagles are evaluating Jalen Hurts versus the Trey Lances and Zach Wilsons and Kyle Trask and Mac Jones of the draft due to their pick being so low. Because if Hurts performed, they feel they would have their quarterback. But if he doesn't, they can always bail out on Hurts and get one of these quarterbacks that's in the draft. I give it to you, Jalen. How do you think the Eagles? Because the mind made some great points. It is systemic, like the issues they did in the front office. We should hold them accountable rather than just throwing Carson under the bus. Because Hurts, at the end of the day, he's still a rookie. It's a spark, but he's still a rookie. And rookies have to go through those growing pains. Burrow's doing it. Herbert's doing it. Tua was doing it. So how do you think Hurts? Like, how you feel about this whole situation?
So I agree with Damon 100%. Dougie P has to go. Dougie P is the issue. However, I feel like Jalen is more of an athletic quarterback. So, yeah, he's going to hold the ball and take some bad sacks. But at the end of the day, I feel like, he can get out in the open field and get freaky, as he would say. So, I mean, we'll see what that does for them as far as the spark-wise. But, man, all in all, just the Eagles is just terrible right now because of Dougie P. Honestly. The play calling is bad. It's just terrible. And they have weapons such as Miles Sanders. You got Goddard, Ertz, Fulgham, the receiver out there. They have the talent. It's just, what I'm saying, they got a few key injuries on the offensive line, which it could be overcame, but at the same time, it's like dealing with that much loss in the O-line is difficult. So I'll give Carson a pass. Right now, the Eagles organization is just a mess, and they're looking for somebody to blame, and Carson is obviously the scapegoat. Because you got to think about it, Dougie P did just win them a Super Bowl a few years ago while Carson Wentz was on the sideline resting an injury. So, yeah.
I agree. I think John Cutt, do you both agree with Damon and Jalen? Because if you do, I have a question to propose to you both.
Yeah, I definitely agree. As far as what the Eagles are doing, they were good years ago, but I don't know. I just know that division is so trash. They still could emerge as victorious, or they're not going to. But I said, like, they had a chance through the season to do that. And I think that, that Super Bowl can only be something that they hang on to for so long. Like, after a while, you got to say, all right, like, it's over with. It's done. We need to get back to greatness. And it just doesn't seem like they're on a track to doing that. Hopefully, Jalen finishes the year strong for them, and they do have him to look forward to as their quarterback for next season. But the problems are not just on the field. They're definitely in management. So, they're going to have to shake some things up if they want to be great in the long term.
Coach Carter, potential trade destinations for Carson Wentz. I'm hearing the Indianapolis Colts under his old OC, Frank Wright. He's the head coach. Damon proposed last week Pittsburgh under Big Ben, sitting under Big Ben for a year before he took over the team. Where would you like to see Carson Wentz, Coach Carter?
The Colts make sense. I think Rivers was just a rental, and I know the Colts won't be in the Super Bowl. So at that point, you could either bring him back or you could let him go and bring in somebody younger that can possibly do the same thing. I think the TY, he's been getting utilized the last couple of weeks, but his time there might be up as well. So the Colts got moves to make. The Niners is a good option, but I think the Niners, if I'm the Niners, I'm trying to get Matt Ryan if the Falcons go on selling him, or I'm trying to get Matthew Stafford. Because I think I think his time is up as well. I think this might be the season where we see the most quarterbacks going everywhere, because this is gonna be the first time in a long time it's like a resurgence. So you're gonna have Trevor Lawrence coming in the league. You got Joe Burrow coming off ACL. You got Justin Herbert playing lights out. You got Tua playing okay, but he's still popular. You got all these other veteran quarterbacks that aren't necessarily bad. They just were never in the right situation. You got Drew Brees. I said Drew Brees leaving. You got Brady coming back again. Brady not going to retire. You got Kirk Cousins. You got Dak coming back. It's a lot going on. So it's like, I feel like this is where if you're a quarterback and you got something to say, this is your window. And I like to throw in a team like the Broncos, who they haven't figured it out. So Carson Wentz might get a shot there, or they might bring in Stafford because John Elway they don't have a system to build a quarterback clearly. So they got to bring in a veteran. That's what the Broncos want to play defense and bring in a veteran to manage the game, and hopefully you can make the throws. And there's a lot of quarterbacks like that out there.
I agree.
So I was about to say, just all in all, if you're a quarterback and you decent, you got a chance. And as far as the Eagles situation, I think the team is bad, but on top of that, it's the sacks being taken, the picks being thrown, and the bad reads sometimes as well. But I don't think Wentz is a bad quarterback. I think, it's like, I ain't got nobody else, so it's like, I'm gonna take the chance. Like, you gotta take the chance to try to win. And they're not really that far fetched from the division, but it's over after this week because they play the Saints. So, but then again, it's like they don't even have to blow it up. Like they're not. The thing about NFC East teams, none of them have to really do anything drastic because it's gonna be the exact same way next season. As long as you can win the division games. As long as you can win the division games, you'll be fine.
Right. They're gonna have the same chance to win the division again.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, you compete within your division. You play other teams, but you are trying to win your division.
Right.
Because the division is so bad, it's like, oh well, dang, let's just run it back, right? Like, I guess the Giants, since they did just beat the Seahawks, they're like probably the best looking team in a division that can compete in playoff type situations.
In the Washington football team.
So the Eagles are thinking in that sense, like, oh dang, we can't beat playoff teams. And yeah, they're gonna have to, get their roster increased. But if they're thinking, you know what, let's just thug it out, try to develop our players, win our division, then maybe we'll, at the end of the season, have good enough players to win the playoffs.
I think this year is gonna look bad for them because everybody always says it's the Eagles or the Cowboys. It's the Eagles or the Cowboys. It's the Eagles or the Cowboys. And this year they both at the bottom. So now that the Giants and the WFT are having something to say, now they gonna look like, oh, they both gonna be like, whoa, like, well, the Cowboys have a legitimate excuse. Dak's out.
Well, they was bad. They was bad before Dak's injury.
They was bad before Dak, but Dak was he was throwing, he was slinging. So
yeah, they was down.
They would have got it together eventually, and they would have been definitely the best.
They probably, but then again, the thing is, Dallas' problem is the defense.
They got better.
No, Jalen.
The defense has been playing. The games I've seen is
not that rush defense. That rush defense is horrible.
That defense,
they got to get. They literally have to get a defensive.
They're horrible.
They need a defensive tackle.
They're just bad.
They need a defensive tackle, and they need another corner as well. But
yeah,
that's what happens when you sell Byron Jones and whoever. Like they
overspent on a lot of mediocre, average players. Jalen Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence, Zeke's contract looking bad because he's playing bad.
But he's playing bad because Dak not there. So now it's looking like, wow, we should have really, if Dak wouldn't got hurt, bro, dang, like we really should have paid this man.
And they just flexed the
people know
Cowboys.
you're gonna get the ball. I mean, what can you do?
They just flexed the Cowboys.
So Zach Martin and Tyron Smith and all these guys haven't been hurt either.
Oh, they hurt? I didn't know.
Yeah, they are hurt. His whole O-line has been hurt.
Very out for the year.
Very telling.
But that was the same.
Al Collins, I could go on,
but there's running backs in other situations who doesn't have an O-line though.
Who?
Saquon doesn't have an O-line.
Saquon is also out with an injury. That should tell you everything you need to know for the season, buddy. You can't do nothing about the O-line, bro.
And for the Carson Wentz trade stuff, that's all contingent upon his contract.
I heard in 2022 it's like a year where they could cut him and it won't be that bad. But that's a year for
that's 2 years. You don't want a quarterback getting paid $35 million on your bench. So they're in a tough spot, especially. And you can't go back to Carson.
Trading for Matty Ice.
He lost faith in y'all, and he lost faith in himself. So it's like,
I think the Eagles messed
up. Send Matt Ryan to Philly.
What'd you say, John?
They messed it up when they drafted Jalen.
They shouldn't have drafted Jalen. That hurt Carson's pride. That definitely hurt him.
That's exactly what they did to Rodgers. The difference is Rodgers
let's not.
No, you didn't.
Let's not talk about Rodgers.
Rodgers had Devontae Adams and Matt LaFleur, who, at the end of the day, is still going to put him in the position to be.
Know what I'm saying? But
Miles Sanders getting 8 carries a game.
I don't know. You're on my fantasy team.
Jeffrey getting PT. Why?
I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you.
Well, I don't know what they're gonna do, but they can think about it in the offseason. They season over in a couple weeks.
Oh, another team in the NFL who's not in the Eagle situation by any stretch of the imagination, but got their first loss on Monday afternoon football against the Washington football team. The Pittsburgh Steelers drops to the Washington football team, and they're 11-1 on the season. Last week, John and Jalen, you weren't here. Cut and DeMond were arguing whether the Steelers would be one and done in the postseason because it seemed like this team is a fraud. They were a fraudulent undefeated team. They have no run game. They're losing their linebackers are dropping like flies. Prayers to them for speed of recovery. And it's just like, and Chase Young after the game and Montez Sweat, they said the Ravens exposed some things. They told NFL Network Didi Kikubala. So we're gonna start with DeMond. I'm gonna start with you again. Because you said Steelers aren't one and done. They can make it to the conference championship. Do you still stand on that?
You're muted.
You on mute, bud?
I do.
Rhythm too.
I 100% have the Steelers still making it to the AFC Championship until proven otherwise. And the reason is because I believe in Ben more than I believe in a lot of quarterbacks in the AFC in terms of supporting cast, in terms of relationship with head coach, in terms of not doing what you're not supposed to do. Josh Allen is balling out, and it's going to be very interesting to see him up against that defense. But at the same time, Josh Allen has been very inconsistent in stints, especially when you can get pressure on him. Steelers defense is still there. They didn't have Stephon Tuitt last week. I know you made the point of all their guys dropping out in as far as their linebacking core, but they've also been hit COVID-wise with James Conner, their number one running back. So they're going to get him back, and I think they'll be able to do more things that they want to do. Ben won't be passing the ball 50 times a game. That's not their winning formula. As far as the make of the Steelers, that's the reason I still have them going. I believe in Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin is the second best coach in the AFC behind Andy Reid, in my opinion. I like him to elevate his squad because he's been here before. If there's two guys that have been here before and still have this same core of the team that they had success with, it's going to be that defense and Ben Roethlisberger with Mike Tomlin. So I think the Steelers are fine. I think the Washington football team is a good football team, and I think they got caught slipping. So I do think that this is a game against Buffalo that they very well could lose, and it very well could cost their season. But if they are able to come out and take control of this game, they very well could win it and still have something to say about that one seed.
John.
The question is the fraudulent 11-1 Steelers. My faith in them to go to the playoffs, or like that's the topic.
Yeah, because currently they are the number one seed in the AFC, but a tough matchup against Buffalo, they can drop off.
Yeah. First off, I do think the Steelers have a terrific offense, and I think that they've been the most consistent offense by far of any NFL team this year. In fact, if you did not know, this team is so consistent that their offensive line has not given up a sack to Big Ben in 5 games, which is like third longest in NFL history or something like that. So I just saw it. So it's pretty crazy how well they are playing on offense. But if we had to look at their schedule this year, it ain't really been that tough. I mean, it's impressive sweeping the Ravens, but we know how we feel about the Ravens offense. And they did have a blowout victory against the Browns, which was impressive, I thought. And they had a skin of the teeth victory against the Titans. So in the games, I feel like they could have lost, they won, but I don't know how real they are, you know? Like, it's still like I won't say it's too early to tell, but I won't know until the playoffs when we are looking at the first game. And it's the Chiefs, right? They got one loss too. So I don't even know if they're going to get the first round bye anymore. They might have to come out and play in that first playoff game, something they weren't expecting. And it could be a situation where they're playing the Baltimore Ravens again in that first matchup. And if that's the case, I don't foresee them beating the Ravens 3 times in one season, personally.
I agree with that.
Not that type of rivalry. So that's what it looks like. If the cards align and they end up playing the Ravens, I think they lose first. I don't think go on and make it.
Their next four games, they're at Buffalo, they're at Cincinnati on Monday night. Then they host the Colts, who's above 500, who's the seventh seed in the AFC. Then they end the season at Cleveland, who's 9-3 and who is hot. So these are their next four games. The week 14, 16, and 17 is critical for this the Steelers bunch. Jalen, where do you stand on this? Do you think this Steelers team is fraudulent? Because I made a great comparison on the Every Yards Matters podcast. Shout out to Demont. I said the Steelers, like, there's no matter where like the Chiefs are positioned, they're gonna win because Patrick Mahomes, similar to like LeBron in the East. The Hawks were the 1 seed, the Raptors were the 1 seed. You have to meet LeBron, you have to meet Mahomes to go to the finals, go to the Super Bowl, and I don't think they can do that. Like, where do you stand on the Steelers?
I think the Steelers, I mean, their playoff success will stem on who they play. I think if they face either the Titans or the Colts, because I do think ultimately KC is going to get that first seed. So if they have to play either Tennessee or the Colts, I feel like they will lose those games. Just not having a run game, man. And then they just depleted at the linebacker position. Like, Indy can run the hell out of the ball, and so can Tennessee. So it's just like, what are you really – I mean, I just don't see them being able to advance with the problems that they have right now. I think they've done a hell of a job throughout this whole entire season. I don't think they're a fraudulent team by, like, any standards. I just don't think that they will make it to the AFC Championship. I feel like they will be one and done just due to the fact no run game. You know what I'm saying? Your linebackers are hurt, bro. Like, Devin Bush gone, Dupree gone. It's just like, what you gonna do when King Henry coming at you, bro, or Jonathan Taylor? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. I don't see them boys really making no noise in the playoffs for real. I think it's KC's. I think it's KC's conference to lose. Honestly, I do.
And I assume you still stand on your word, Cut Carter. You double down there.
I mean, I don't account for injuries. I just I didn't see a win that was like, I never saw a win that was like
this is it.
Like a set. What's the word? What you said, John?
Like, this is Super Bowl material.
Yeah, I never seen them play like that. Like, the Titans win never was sat well with me, but then the Titans got blown off the field when they just played. So I'm not high on them no more either, like I thought I was. But I honestly think Steelers can. I think they can lose depending on that first game who they play. They can lose.
Yes, 100%.
I think, like Jalen said, it is the Chiefs conference to lose. Because nobody's really impressed me over there. As you know, and I was thinking, well, the Patriots are gone now, you know what I'm saying? It should be more comp, whatever, but it's not like nobody's really looking that good to me. The Chiefs the only team that looked like, they
Buffalo coming alive.
That's what I say. I like Buffalo. I actually think Buffalo will beat the Steelers because I don't think the Steelers they haven't played that comp, but I do think, you know what I'm saying, if the Steelers beat Buffalo, I don't think that's a statement win to me either because I don't think Buffalo is that. I'm not high on them either. It's just like, it took a team like Washington football team, a team that's like below average really in the NFC to knock them off. I
mean, Buffalo has had some quality wins. Seattle.
Right, and I'm saying the Buffalo beat Seattle. They lost to Kansas City off of Hail Mary. Lost to Arizona off of Hail Mary. Mm-hmm. They really should have won that game as well. So they really aren't playing bad football. And that's why Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin. I just don't think I don't think the team is that good. It's just
why aren't you high on the Bills if they have some quality wins?
I said they got quality wins, but them look like if the Steelers beat the Bills, that's not a statement win to me either because I don't think the Bills like. Put it like this: where's the game?
It's in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo. So yes, I got to take that back. If the Steelers beat them on the road, that is a quality win for them. But at the same time, I think Buffalo. I don't think any of these teams can be Kansas City. That's basically what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them can, except maybe the Titans. The Titans played Kansas City pretty decently, but outside of, and I don't think the Titans are good. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to rank the AFC, I have Kansas City, and then I guess I'll go Buffalo, and then I put
But they could just beat you down with that run game, bro.
The Steelers.
You gotta have a run game, and you have to be able to play defense and run the ball in the playoffs, bro.
And I don't
see the Steelers being able to do both. I can't
disrespect the Colts like I've been disrespecting them. The Colts are good, but
they are.
You don't shut up. You just don't know. Like if it's gonna be on, I want it to be on the rest of the season. I don't need it to be on and then off. If they're gonna be who they just showed me they could be against the Titans, and then who they played, the Texans.
Yeah, but they lost. The Titans and Texans split. They both blew each other out.
They split.
The Colts got waxed by the Titans.
But the Colts waxed the Titans too on Thursday night.
The Colts waxed the Titans.
No, so like they split. They 1-1.
Yeah. They was beating them.
They held them to 0 points in the second half.
In the first half, he had 180 yards.
You ain't do nothing in the second.
They did nothing in the second half. Like absolutely nothing.
But anywho,
I don't understand. You are the Kyrie of the Pack Life podcast.
Jesus. All right, let's predict. All right, I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. No more bye weeks in NFL. We are going to do another. We're gonna revise our consistent picks right here. We're just gonna predict the playoff teams' games. I'm not worrying about what Dallas or Cincy's doing unless they show up on the schedule. We're gonna do 1 through 9 on AFC and 1 through 8 on the NFC. I'm gonna do 1 through 9 for the NFC.
For John.
Yeah, for John.
So y'all better not.
And we'll
Detroit's looking like they're getting a little steam.
We'll start with Pittsburgh. All right. They see Buffalo on Sunday. Who do you guys have winning?
Buffalo.
What Demond said?
I've got Buffalo.
All right. Then we got all beat the Cincy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Colts, Steelers.
They beat the Colts.
Yeah, they'll beat the Colts, I think, in a regular season.
Colts.
Yeah. Twice. So
don't worry about week 18. That's the playoffs.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say that in the same division.
So you got that game, John?
Colts.
Everybody said Colts?
3 said Colts. It was me, Jalen, and DeMond, so it's over with.
I said Steelers.
Yeah, DeMond said Steelers.
Steelers too.
Yeah, I was talking about the Steelers winning.
And week 17, Browns, Steelers.
Browns.
Steelers.
DeMond said
Them
Steelers.
boys rolling over in Cleveland. Believeland.
I say Pittsburgh. Cleveland, they have a hard time against Big Ben. So we have consensusly we have the Steelers finishing 14-2. We go to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, you don't think the Steelers gonna rest all their starters?
No, they can't.
I think they won't.
They can't.
Due to Kansas City, I don't think they will.
KC's winning out. I'm just letting you know now. That's my position. They beating the brakes off everybody. Oh my God. Especially week 15. Oh, buddy, just you wait.
Week 14, Chiefs Dolphins. I have KC.
Kansas City.
Give me the Dolphins.
Oh wow.
The consensus is KC.
Why you? Hey, tell me Miami though. Tell me why Miami.
I just really like what I saw out of Brian Flores last week. A bad game against the Bengals, and everybody's expecting you to win. That's what they come out and did. But him fighting for his guys going to fight right back. And that defense, the way that they're playing at a high level, the way that they can rush the passer, Kyle Van Noy getting 3 sacks last week, they pretty much have the blueprint of what the Patriots did when they beat them in the AFC Championship, right, Flores as their defensive coordinator. Tua is going to make big plays that can give them a chance to win. I would like to see more of what they want to do in the run game with Breida or Avad. I believe their other guy's name is. But a matchup I'm excited to see is Xavier Howard versus Tyreek Hill. Safety help over top. You always going to need it. And then how Brian Flores schemes to keep the ball out of Travis Kelce's hands. That'll be a big Sammy Watkins game, a big game for the Chiefs in general, returning to Miami where they won the Super Bowl. But seeing how they played last week in a tough division game against the Broncos, I think the Dolphins are going to give them some resistance, and I like the Dolphins to pull off the upset.
Gotcha. Week 15, Chiefs at Saints. Jalen has the Chiefs winning. What about you, John?
Yeah, I mean,
You know what you want to say.
I don't. Like, the Saints are not just good because, like, obviously it's the defense. Like,
And Drew Brees will be back this game.
I think he won't be slinging like coming back.
Won't be.
But like I was saying, the Saints, the defense is really the undertold story here. Like, that's why they are good, like, for real. But sheesh. I'm gonna go Chiefs.
And Damon, what you thinking, buddy?
I think the Chiefs win this one. I have them losing to Miami. I think they get back on board, handle business in New Orleans. A very good CBS showdown game. Tyrann returns back home, and I think the Chiefs take that one.
Fix your face, G. Y'all not rocking the Chiefs, bro.
Yell at them and tell them why they're wrong, even though we were outvoted.
We could lose to Miami, but they could lose to Miami, but they can't lose to us, bro.
It's all about matchups.
Right.
Y'all secondary.
It is about matchups, right? You're right.
Any given Sunday.
And our defense has been playing. Our defense is like top 3 now.
I don't see them coming.
No,
playing. And
y'all front 7 is elite.
No,
but that back end
as a whole,
okay,
is top 3 now.
Watch what he'll do to
we're not gonna
your
play
boy,
man.
Marshawn.
We're not gonna leave him with man with no safety help. We not y'all.
Okay, zone. Travis Kelce gonna eat that up.
We don't play zone. We not good at zone. You don't watch. That's what I'm saying. Shut up.
Travis Kelce sit in the middle of the zone.
Malcolm Jenkins is gonna be on him in man.
Did you say Malcolm Jenkins to me? Nothing left to say. You gonna put Malcolm Jenkins on Travis Kelce?
You didn't see what he did to Gronk?
Okay. Oh my God. Did I not see what he did to Gronk? No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I seen what y'all front 7 did to Tom Brady.
All right. We're gonna move on. Week 16, Falcons at Chiefs. I like
Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Atlanta, similarly what they did to San Fran last year. I think that Atlanta can go on a road and beat a Kansas City team in a shootout. I think that's possible. So I'm gonna say Atlanta.
Boy, you lucky we can't curse on here for real.
Give me KC.
All right, y'all boys got KC. Last but not least, Chargers Chiefs. I have the Chiefs. Everybody Chiefs.
Mine got Jay Herbo.
I got hating.
I got
them boys going.
I got
team 1.
No, they're not.
Bye, Anthony Lynn. Bye.
All right, we have the Chiefs. We'll have the number 1 seed.
But I do have them being the number 1 seed in the AFC. Yes, I do have
Chiefs number 1 seed, 15-1, still 14-2. Let's do the Buffalo Bills. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we already did that match. Okay, they're gonna beat the Broncos, right?
Yes.
They're gonna beat. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they will.
They will. Okay, and week 17, this might be for the division.
Split.
What? The 18 one don't count. They beating the Dolphins.
Yeah, the 18 one don't count. That's the playoffs.
Who won the matchup before? Or the Bills or the Dolphins winning it?
Yeah, but the 2 of them play that game.
He gonna wish he didn't play this game.
Dolphins winning that.
All right. Derek has Buffalo. What you got, Damon?
Buffalo. Jim's stupid.
John, what you got?
I got Buffalo.
All right, we got Buffalo finishing.
Boy, ain't even say it with no conviction. He don't believe it. Never mind. Be quiet.
Titans. They played Jacksonville this week.
Titans.
All right.
Titans again.
James Robinson might go crazy.
Lions. Okay, week 16, Packers, Titans. Who we got?
The Packers gonna beat them.
Packers gonna put hands and feet on them boys.
I think they punched them in the mouth on the defense side, and that's a game that Aaron Rodgers is going to. I believe he could stamp his MVP game on that one, but they haven't come out and responded good to a team that's going to be physical. And Mike Vrabel and AJ Brown and everything, the way that they're made, I like them to handle the Titans and give them their first loss in the.
Oh, you talking about defensively?
What you think, John? What you got?
I don't think the Titans are gonna win 5 straight or 4 straight games. So I think they'll lose to Green Bay and then beat the Texans.
I do have the Titans being the Texans week 17.
Yeah, Titans.
Well, wait, I don't know. Maybe Deshaun not gonna lay down for nobody.
Yeah, he's gonna lay down that Sunday.
No Will Fuller.
He's
and
going to bed.
Derrick Henry is gone for 200 yards the last 2 times he played the Texans.
All right. We got a big matchup week 14. Ravens Browns Monday Night Football.
Ravens.
I have Baltimore winning.
Ravens.
I have the Browns.
Oh, tell us why,
I think
Jalen.
the Giants can beat them.
Defensive player of the year. He has it sewn up. Myles Garrett and them boys is clicking. Hey, bro, I have been hating on Baker Mayfield, and I just want to apologize.
No, you haven't. Don't do it. It's not. You cannot do it based off one game. Don't apologize.
No, it's not just one game.
Don't do it.
The game Odell got hurt.
They played the Titans and
play well. He came back and played well. Last week, boy played out his mind. I'm just saying, bro. They just blew out the Titans. Well, the scoring will show they blew him out, but them points that the Titans got was garbage points. But he looked great against a good team.
Don't buy in.
So
I'm just saying.
Believe in. Before you go further, I hate to do it to you, but you said that he played well when Odell went out. The game he went out. Do you know what game that was, Jalen?
Let me see.
I can tell you.
I believe they was playing the Bengals.
No, they were definitely playing the Steelers. And
they were playing the Steelers?
They played the Bengals.
That was the Bengals.
I mean, yes.
Playing the Bengals. So you tried to make me look like an idiot.
No, so he threw an interception, and he threw 5 TDs. And then week 8, week 10, week 11, he did not throw a touchdown pass again. So week 12, he threw a couple against the Jaguars. In an underwhelming performance, I might add. And he did look good against the Titans, but the Titans do not have a pass rush. Jadeveon Clowney is on IR, but he still gave the same type of performance. It just gives me so much joy saving about $9 million in cap space for nothing. Baker still has to prove it, and this Ravens defense is still going to give him some issues. So I like them to lose that game. And
I feel like the Browns defense will give the Ravens more issues than the Ravens defense will give the Browns.
Gotcha.
I feel.
Okay.
It's going to come down to the battle of rushing yards, and whichever team is able to move the other team.
Nick
down
Chubb.
a lot.
Second best running back in the league.
You know how many running backs the Ravens? I don't know. I think the Ravens win that because they have more.
I know that.
They're number 1 in rushing. They have a more dominant rushing attack. It's their identity. The Browns don't have an identity. So I think because of that, the Ravens are going to win. We know that they can run the ball, but they don't have an identity. So.
Gotcha.
Do you know who Nick Chubb is?
We're on this game too long. What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm saying we got to keep it moving. Let's go. It's 10-10.
Week 15, Browns Giants. This is in New York. No Odell.
Prime time, baby. It has been flexed to prime time.
Oh yes, it's the Sunday night football
That is a game. They wish Odell was playing in this game.
They wish Saquon was playing in this game.
Dude.
And this game who you got, Jalen? Who you got?
I low-key think the Giants can win this game.
Then the Giants, bro. Honestly, bro, like the Giants is.
If the Browns go down to them, the Giants can win.
Ain't no playing down. Them boys is good defensively, like damn good. So I feel like it's gonna be a deep. I don't know.
Who?
Honestly, I don't know.
The week 15.
Who's not good defensive? Like who's?
They're damn good. I don't think they're that. I don't think they're that.
Yeah,
good.
they're damn good defensively. You know what they just did to Russ?
No, O-line. Russ don't have O-line.
But look what they just did to Russell Wilson, bro.
Russ don't have O-line.
They made Russ look average.
He don't have an O-line.
Can we pick this week 15 game?
I'm going
Giants.
And we go okay,
Browns. Come on, let's go. We taking it's 10-10. I gotta get the music.
Well, Derek just knows it all, huh? Let Derek do the rest of the picks.
Okay, week 15.
Ravens. No cap. They went out.
I agree. I think the Ravens do win out.
Yeah, I think they went out as well.
All right. We're gonna do these last 2 teams. Raiders.
What they got? Ooh, that's tough. Colts.
They losing this Sunday.
They lose out. Shut up, Brandon.
Low key, they can. I think the Chargers beat them. I
beat
think the Chargers get one.
The Chargers gonna beat them.
I think the Chargers get one.
Bye, Anthony Lynn.
John,
I just want to mention it real quick. He said that you said the Jags were the best spot for a GM and coach. Boy, is it the Chargers. Arthur Eckler, Keenan Allen, a top 5 pick again with Derwin James coming back, Joey Bosa.
We say Derwin James coming back how many times now?
Twice.
Don't get disrespectful.
I'm not. I'm
But
just
he
saying.
is father.
John, who you got Thursday Night Football Week 15? You're the tiebreaker.
Las Vegas, man.
All right. Week 16, Dolphins Raiders. I have
Dolphins.
Miami.
Come on, dog.
And I think it's gonna be for the maybe for a playoff spot, maybe not. Give me the Raiders.
Raiders 9-7.
Oh, we gotta go back to the Colts real quick. Week 15 against the Texans.
Come on, bro. Colts.
And week 17 against the Jags, got the Colts.
Colts.
Colts. Yeah.
We
And
missed
last
them?
but not least,
No, I thought we did the Colts.
last but not least, the Dolphins. Week 15 against the Patriots.
W.
Patriots.
That's just
I got the
Dolphins.
Patriots.
I got the Dolphins.
We have
That
number one
defense,
seed
that
Chiefs.
defense gonna mess them up now.
We have the Chiefs getting a first round bye. We have the Steelers facing the Dolphins in the first round. Bills facing the Colts in the second round, and the rematch of the AFC divisional round. Titans.
Is that the Dolphins
Raiders.
win over the Browns?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I said
No.
I think the Dolphins. I think this is realistic.
But the
No.
Colts,
We did wrong.
the Colts are not going 11-5. They're not an
Can
11.
you go to Brown schedule again one time?
They got you, buddy. They have. Come on with us.
I'll give them the winner versus the Giants. That mean they don't make the odds off it.
They have.
Nah,
Monday
don't
night
change your mind
against
now.
Monday night against Baltimore, at Giants, at Jets, and they host the Steelers.
That'll be miserable defeat for the Cleveland fans.
I think they're gonna beat. They're gonna beat Pittsburgh week 17. They'll get in.
If they beat Pittsburgh, they would be the 6th seed. Dolphins will fall out, and the Colts would be the 7th.
They're not beating. Wait, why we switch? Who switched that? Because
No, that was if the John said the Steelers.
if they beat the Browns, and if they beat the Giants, then what?
We need to redo the Colts schedule.
If they beat the Giants, the Dolphins will fall out.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but
This is fate. Like the Colts is gonna make the playoffs, bro.
no, the Colts not missing. The Dolphins aren't making it. That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't know. Why are you hating on the Dolphins? Like
Demond,
if
what
they
would
make
you
it, they make
change?
it.
What would
They're
you
not
change here, Demond? The Raiders, Texans, Steelers, Jags.
Please look at the Dolphins schedule again.
Dog.
If they lose to the Raiders in over the Colts, and Browns still wouldn't get in.
Derek,
That's not
Come
the
on.
game. I'm telling y'all, it's the Dolphins. It's the Dolphins.
come on now. Think about this. The Raiders.
These are our
beating the
predictions
Colts.
right here. And real quick, let's do the NFC. We'll start with the Green Bay Packers.
Just vote. No talking about it. Let's go.
Packers, Lions.
Packers. Vote.
Packers.
There, come on, bro.
My
Doing
bad.
so good. Doing so good.
I'm just saying. No, they all looking at
Packers.
they all just staring there like
Week 15 against the Panthers. This is gonna be a close game.
Packers.
Packers.
What?
And McCaffrey back gonna be a close
the
game.
Bears. The Bears.
Packers.
Packers.
All right.
Best
We have
team
the
in
Packers
NFC.
finishing 13-3.
John, stop doing this to yourself, brother.
The Saints schedule.
Thanks.
Let Jalen do their picks.
Yeah, let me do it. Oh, they got this game. Saints.
All right, we had to lose to the
Vikings.
Chiefs. Week 16.
The Vikings.
No.
Okay. Jay Jet's gonna torch y'all for 300. And he gonna do the grit. And he gonna do the gritty. What that game at? Home or away?
It's on for him.
Oh my God.
He's not from New Orleans.
He doing the gritty in the end zone.
I have the Saints winning. John DeMond.
I thought Jalen was doing it.
He's not doing it.
Hell no, he ain't doing
If that's the case, I'm going back and do the Dolphins.
it.
No, the Vikings are 100% beating y'all.
No, they're not.
DeMond,
Not on
John,
You
Christmas.
gonna start Dalvin Cook, bro? Come on, bro.
You
Dalvin
having a lot of
Justin
100 yard rusher and like, bro, shut up. You just talking.
John
Dalvin
DeMond.
Cook gonna go for 200. All-purpose yards.
How he not from? They say he from St. Rose, Louisiana.
I was messing with you, bro, but he not for like he from like an outskirt. He
He finna be doing the gritty.
from Louisiana.
John DeMond, Vikings, Saints. And week 17 against the Panthers, I have the
Thanks.
Saints winning.
Right.
So Due to the Saints losing to the Packers week 3, the Packers will have a first round bye based on our prediction.
They should be 12-4, but okay.
I like the Saints to play the Bears and lose.
We're gonna just give the Patriots the win tonight. After we're just gonna give the
I got a
Rams.
first down on the Bears and said.
We're gonna give the Rams the victory tonight and the victory to the Jets. Week 16, Rams Seahawks. Who we have?
Rams.
Jalen John.
I have the Hawks. What?
Oh, the Rams.
I got the Seahawks, bro. They'll split. And week 17 against the Cardinals, I have the Rams as well.
Rams.
The Rams. The Rams are like that. I'm sorry.
Then we got the Seahawks.
Let you tell everybody like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We move to week 15.
You just mad because I didn't say your team is like that.
Week
Who asked?
15.
Washington football team.
You mad because your boy gonna be doing the gritty in the end zone. That ain't my problem.
We all got
had
week
it on
15.
lock.
It's 1-1, week 15.
It should be
Washington football team.
Who you got, Jalen?
Hell
Week
no.
15.
Seahawks gonna bounce back, bro.
And week 17 against the Niners, I have the Seahawks.
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 They're gonna bounce back this week versus the Jets.
We have the Seahawks winning the division at 12-4, Rams 11-5.
I like it.
Giants.
Oh no, I don't like
Against the
that.
Cardinals. They can win this game.
Cardinals win
I really hope the Giants win.
I think the Giants win this game.
Giants gonna win, bro.
against the Cardinals.
I got.
Yeah.
They did against Seattle.
I think they're better run. At the end of the day, the Cardinals' problem is Cliff Kingsbury. I like Joe Judge. Better give me the Giants.
John, who you got?
I got Giants.
Okay, and week 17 is the Cowboys. I like the Giants.
Giants.
Cowboys. I got the Cowboys.
Buccaneers. We're gonna let Derek do this one.
No.
Yeah. L. No, I'm playing. They'll split with the Falcons.
Split with the Falcons.
This Vikings game this week, though, this is not a sweet game.
Justin Jefferson gonna do the gritty in y'all end zone at y'all home.
Nah, he's not. But I'm going Bucks though.
Give me the Vikings.
We put in his ass
Yeah, I see
every
that.
time we get. Kirk Cousins gonna be in the dirt.
Demond Jalen.
Versus Jacksonville in overtime last
The
week.
Bucks.
Give me the Vikings.
Ooh,
Man,
I'm a
Never
tiebreaker.
lost no Vikings.
I'm doing it. I got the Vikings
They
winning.
both ride boats.
Okay, cool. I mean, we all know the bias. I mean,
All right.
I say your
then
team's
I
gonna
have-
lose.
I
You
got
say
the-
mine.
I got the Bucks winning. I got the Bucks winning,
I got the Bucks.
Bucks.
and the Bucks week 16.
Bucks. And I got the Falcons week
I got the
17.
Falcons playing spoiler.
I have the Bucks.
Bucks.
I don't know what on God Green's earth make y'all. I don't.
John, you think the Falcons gonna lose both in 3 weeks? They're gonna lose both?
they lost both to you?
John is the tiebreaker. Shut up. Talking to John.
John, make the right decision, bro.
Okay, we can switch it for you, John. We can give Atlanta the win at home if that makes you more comfortable.
You know damn well we not finishing on
I
nine.
think it's gonna be a split.
You said you
Oh
think it's
God, we gonna finish 9-7. I bet right now. I bet right now.
Y'all did lose to the 5-7 Bears.
I will bet right now. We won 5-7 when we lost. I will bet right now we don't finish no 9. Come on, bro. I'm trying not to curse, bro. I will bet right now.
That's good enough to get in the offs, though. Y'all gonna make the offs?
Bet me a meal.
I think y'all gonna be the Bucks. I mean, I think gonna be
Come on, 9-7. Crazy.
Week 15, Vikings Bears. I like the Vikings.
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 And I like the Vikings week 17 as
Vikings.
well.
win.
Vikings.
Arizona. Oh, there's no point doing
It
Arizona.
don't matter. They all cooked.
Oh, yeah, so
They all
there's no
cooked,
point in doing
dude.
everybody else. So, our NFC schedule, we have the Packs with a first round bye, the Saints, the 2 seed versus
Oh
the
my
Bucks,
God.
7
Ooh, wee.
Seahawks versus Vikings, and Giants versus Rams.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all tripping, bro.
That's the playoffs right there. That's everybody that's going except the Dolphins. Stupid ass.
9-7. Wait, we got y'all the first. Hold on, we
Yeah.
play y'all first?
Mhm.
Oh, I can't wait. Please shake out like this. I would love to see the look on
Nah,
y'all
y'all gonna
face
go
when
10-6.
we
We gonna play the
beat y'all
Vikings
ass.
again.
Y'all don't want to see neither one of them teams. Well, y'all might want to see us, but y'all for sure don't want to see the Vikings. For sure. You know,
Christmas,
you seen what
gonna be one
old,
miserable boy on Christmas Day, boy.
you seen what Kirkio did to y'all boys.
You call him
Kirkio.
Kirkio?
Don't even call him Kirk no more. Call him Kirkio.
Kirkio.
That boy Jalen's stupid.
That boy said his dread swing like Wayne, show him his opponent. He ain't worried about y'all, boy.
Well, you a fool. Before we go to music, I would like to give out a public apology. I think I speak for Damon and Jace when I say this. When I say we were off on Drew Lock, he's clearly not a dark horse MVP candidate. I didn't think he would be off this season like he is. Got COVID, close contact with COVID. Got injured week 2. So I like to apologize for Drew Lock hype. I still rock with him for doing the futsal shuffle, but he is not my favorite quarterback.
Can you just admit one thing? You only picked him to be the MVP because you liked him in that video. Just be honest.
He has the talent.
Is he better than Gardner though?
Yes, he's better than Gardner.
No, he's not. I like that we can clarify that though, because y'all blasted me on here. Go look at the starting as a quarterback record. He's not better than that man.
Is Gardner starter right now?
Gardner's hurt, not benched.
No,
Gardner's trash.
Mike Glenn looked better than Gardner.
Benched, buddy.
No, he got hurt. He was hurt, boy.
Oh,
and I like Jake Ludden. I like Jake Ludden over Gardner.
I do too.
No, Jake Ludden was not better than Gardner. Y'all boys tweaked out.
I do.
Hey, Ludden was going crazy. No cap.
I'm not mad at myself. I picked the Patriots to win tonight.
Tough.
It's nasty. All right. Before we give it the music, I want to say shout out to the what TV shows you guys been binging. Guys, what you been up to, guys?
I've been watching South Park.
South Park. I told you, boy.
From the first season. I had started all the way. Bring it all the way back. I've also been watching. I've been watching a lot of movies on Netflix. That's what I've been watching. I ain't gonna count movies.
What about you, Damon?
I'm gonna start The Mandalorian and Snowfall in the coming weeks.
I'm gonna start Snowfall too. I need to start.
Snowfall is fire. It's better than Power. I know you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but it's 100% better than Power.
I mean, okay. I told you I'd watch it, but I guess we'll see. You're giving it some high expectations.
High praise, my brother.
What about you, John? What you been up to, bud?
All right, let me preface by saying the women on the show are extremely bad. All right, fine. With that being stated, I've been watching Girlfriends. All right. On Netflix.
Girlfriends on Netflix.
Yes, and I'll finish. I'm pretty much finished. I'm like in season 6, but I'm finna start Daredevil, recommended by Damon.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that too.
I'm really just trying to, just find some like weird stuff. Like
while we're on the terms of the MCU, boy, we got some news, boy.
Yes, we do.
Fantastic Four coming out.
Well, that's not it.
Oh, what's the news?
So
yeah,
they have Fantastic Four has been confirmed. You also have Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, with your boy from Lovecraft Country. You call him Jameis.
Jonathan Majors.
Yes, he's been confirmed to be casted for that. And he will be playing Kang the Conqueror. I know nobody in here probably played the video game.
I know you're talking about Cuz.
One of a Marvel villain. Christian Bale has been confirmed for Thor: Love and Thunder. Groot is getting a TV series coming to Marvel Studios.
I am Groot.
I will watch that.
Guardians of the Galaxy is getting a holiday special for 2022. Rhodey and the War Patriot is getting their own Marvel Disney Plus series. Ironheart.
Armor Wars. I think they're Armor Wars, right?
Yeah. Ironheart, Riri Williams, comic book character. Hopefully they cast her as the young black female playing the next Tony Stark in the MCU. Samuel L. Jackson is getting one of the best Marvel comic storylines to come into fruition, Secret Invasion. That's the post-credit scene from Spider-Man when he was on the spaceship. That's like the outer space version of S.H.I.E.L.D. So they're going to be putting that into work. Moon Knight is like Marvel's Batman. They I forget the actor that they have confirmed to be casting, but that's going to be a good series in my opinion. She-Hulk. They were speculating that Ronda Rousey might be.
What are you reading? Where are you getting this information from?
It's all.
It all just came out MCU Direct and all that.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening from the official Instagram page what they.
Oh, got you.
But Mark Ruffalo will return to the She-Hulk series. Tatiana Maslany has been confirmed to play Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, and they're bringing back Abomination from the first Hulk movie, so that will be connected.
Oh, that's fine.
Marvel conditioned us like Apple. We just dealing with this stuff.
Jeremy
I
Renner,
love it.
the original Hawkeye, will be training his daughter as the next Hawkeye in their series, and they confirmed Captain Marvel 2.
They started filming Black Panther too.
Yes, and they have confirmed that they will not be recasting Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, so they will keep him and integrate that into the story, which I feel like was a very good decision.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Appreciate
It'll be
that.
hard to replace him anyway, though.
It would.
Facts. Anybody here watch the Queen's Gambit?
Not yet.
Tried.
Before we move off that, y'all should go check out. They released like first trailers for Loki. The Falcon and Winter Soldier series is coming out March 19th. Loki is coming May 2021. The What If animated series is coming summer 2021. And then, of course, WandaVision, they gave another look to that. That is coming out January 15th. That'll be the first thing to drop, which people are connecting to the Spider-Man universe, and that's how the Spider-Verse will be created. And then the big three movies that they're saying will all be like connected to the next. Like they won't have any Avengers storylines in the coming years, but it's going to be like where everyone shows up will be WandaVision, not in her series, but like that's how the X-Men will be created. That's what people are saying in the different Spider-Verse timelines. Spider-Man 3 with all the crazy castings, and then Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. They're saying
that's too far.
They're saying Deadpool could be like with Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness and being like the narrator. So that would be pretty dope.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that Spider-Man 3 movie gonna do numbers.
Oh yeah, we need to go crazy. The Queen's Gambit movie about girl playing chess, dealing with issues. People love it. They say it's one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. I was like,
Yeah, she just playing chess off the perks, pretty much. I'll play it, bro.
I'm on episode 5, but I stopped watching. It take too long. Like it's slow. The pacing is slow. Like chess.
Yeah, it is a very slow developing story. I couldn't get past episode 3. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Didn't really catch my attention. But The Outsider, based off a Stephen King novel, you guys should watch that on HBO Max. Very suspenseful, great.
You be scared?
Not really. But there is it depends.
Got you. Any more TV shows? Because I got one more topic before music. I'm teasing music. Got one more topic before music. No more TV shows? Bet. After our brother Nate Robinson fell to Jake Paul in round 2 of the fight, Floyd Mayweather decided to fight his older brother Logan Paul in a exhibition match to avenge our fallen brother Nate Robinson. So, what you guys' thoughts on? Huh?
I thought he's fighting the person that he just fought.
No, he's fighting his older brother.
No, he's fighting his older brother, Logan Paul.
Yeah, because Floyd pushed up on Jake and he called his big brother for him. He was like, I ain't fighting him.
Where?
That's where. No, he didn't say that. I'm just joking. But
I thought Logan Paul was fighting him too.
They look the same, bro. I got something.
Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson. That's neither here nor there. The bigger issue is Floyd. I have a problem with Floyd taking this fight. I don't think, because some consider him the greatest boxer of all time. I feel like he should be above money grabs. Fighting Logan Paul for the attention and for the bag. Yeah, it's easy bag, so what? But you are a celebrity. You are a high profile celebrity, A-list. Like, why are you doing this fighting a YouTube star? I don't understand why he's doing it. But like he said, it's an easy bag, right, Jalen?
Easy bag, bro. Easy money. That's my boy Floyd's slogan.
Everything I love. I did not know there was 2 of them.
Yeah. At first, I didn't know either.
I didn't know either.
I was like, oh, these are 2 different people. But, bro, Logan Paul, he like 6'2", 200. Floyd 5'8".
He'll drop you.
145.
He'll drop you.
Like they almost look like twins.
He'll drop you, Jalen.
Huh?
He'll drop you.
Drop me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Them boys be boxing. If it's a street fight, I got him. But if you talking about boxing, I have no chance. But if you want to take it to the streets,
Yeah, that's different in street fight.
yeah,
I
street
think Nate
fight.
would have won a street fight. You said
He
no.
will put Logan Paul put him in the dirt.
They're not even that far apart. Jake Paul 23 and Logan Paul 25.
Nah, if folks could pick Nate up, it'd be over.
Oh, that's true. In a street fight, yeah.
Yeah, over.
If we put hands and feet on him, Jalen.
Oh, in the street fight for sure. The boxing ring, nah, it's not easy.
John, what you think about Floyd doing this, bro? Before we go to music, you final thoughts.
Floyd, obviously bored from quarantine, the COVID situation, and
He getting money.
I mean, why not make more money? It's an exhibition fight. It won't go on his personal record. He's gonna win. So I mean, I'm gonna watch because I probably won't have nothing else to do. So
All right,
Exactly.
all right. Worst
Like
case
everybody
scenario,
else.
what if Logan beats Floyd?
Logan's not beat.
I'ma laugh.
I bet he won't do no more money grabs.
Logan's not beating Floyd, bro.
And no, I don't have a problem with the money grabs, but if somebody if it's easy money to be made, it's easy money to be made. Like, I don't know nobody who's turning down. That's like, okay, LeBron 50, and let's say a young cat, whoever it is, coming up in the league, wanna,
Wait, but
oh,
Floyd
bro,
actually
play me
did-
one-on-one for $30 million. You think LeBron gonna say no?
But
No.
Floyd actually did this. He fought a 14-year-old in overseas like 2 years ago, or last year.
Yeah, the Japanese kid.
Yeah, he
right?
fought a 14-year-old boy, like exhibition, and got paid for it.
It was in Japan, right?
I don't
Or was
know where, but it was in Asia. I know that for sure. But
It
like,
wasn't
y'all-
recorded.
It was.
like, this is evidence.
I think it was
Like,
an
he's done this
exhibition
before.
fight.
I didn't know that.
Floyd gonna put that man out.
Nah, I think he
Old
gonna be
man
like
knock a young dude out.
No, he's not gonna knock him out. He's gonna tire him out. He's gonna keep
it's
trying.
like the McGregor fight. They both just going.
Not Floyd.
Floyd could have been knocked McGregor out. That's what people don't realize.
know that,
He
I'm
stretched
saying.
that fight.
He
I don't-
definitely
That's what I'm
did
saying.
because he had him literally.
Yeah, I don't think brother's gonna be able to touch Floyd. Same story we've seen.
Yeah, he's not gonna hit him. He's not gonna be able to hit
Yeah.
him. That's really what it's gonna be.
I hope 50 Cent narrator.
He's going.
Oh, all narrated. Hey,
50
cuz,
Cent, Snoop Dogg narrating the fight would be
Yeah, I need
perfect.
Snoop Dogg to narrate. Oh Lord.
Cuz gotta keep his hands up. That ain't how player gonna win this fight, man.
He got on basketball shoes.
Yeah, bro, that is what he said.
This is nasty. All right, cut Carter. I
don't want to hop right into music. I want to start it off with some entertainment. Jalen,
Oh,
don't
wow.
block out. Don't flash out like you always do. But I
Jalen,
do
what
want to
about the
say,
deal?
Friday star.
Somebody had called,
I'm
bro.
talking, and it's important.
Shut up. I'm talking.
Friday star Tommy Tiny Lister has passed away at the age of 62, known to us as Debo at the age of 62. He passed away today.
Wow.
So I want to start out with a moment of silence for him before I hop into entertainment and music. Pump. Jalen
Dang, bro, that's
crazy,
sad.
dog.
Rest in peace. I didn't even know that.
interrupted me.
I can't even be happy for the rest of the podcast.
They
Like,
announced
what?
it at the beginning of the. I saw it at the beginning of the podcast. But yeah, that's sad. That was sad to see.
How you pass?
They didn't say, so I ain't. I didn't really get. What? Oh, did y'all know 7 years ago today he released Speaker Lockers released Lonely? I didn't know that. I just
Top
saw
5 speaker knockers.
Anyway, not anyway, but let me go. The new music dropping tonight. We get Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 3. So speaking of Man on the Moon 3, we're doing top 5 Kid Cudi songs. So go ahead and get that ready.
Yes,
While
sir.
we, while we
You said
work-
top
yeah.
3 Cudi songs?
top 5 Kid Cudi songs.
Oh, whoa.
Um,
Disney, hey, Damon, Disney must have heard us talking smack about them. They releasing a Tiana series, Moana series, Baymax series. What the hell?
Miss Marvel, yep. There's a lot I didn't get to. And Star Wars, I'm sorry. I love Star Wars, but I know.
No, you can keep that.
But they're
I
bringing back
love what?
boy to play Darth Vader, boy.
All right, cut back to you, the music.
New music dropping tonight. Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 3. Jack Harlow, that's what they all say. Mulatto, Queen of the South extended version. Mario Judah, whole lot of Judah. But I guess it might not drop since Cardi is expected to finally release Whole Lot of Red. We'll see.
Don't bet your life on it.
Reese Fair, Diva Volume 3, Fetty Wap, you know the vibes. Fetty Wap, you know the vibes. Bia, For Certain EP, Lil Loaded, Crip Tape, Hot Boy, Double O Baby. Hot Boy is that song, has a song with Lil Baby that's really, really, really good. If you haven't heard it, and it's Hot Boy, HOTBOII. Chance the Rapper and Jeremiah. Merry Christmas, Little Mama. 1 and 2. Lucky, The World is Lucky's. If y'all listen to Lucky from Chicago. Bodie James, Real Bad Bodie. Kamaya, No Explanations. Toby Ngigwe, I hope I'm saying it right. Ngigwe. Cinco Originals or Sync Originals. That's supposed to release Monday. Singles, we got Juice WRLD and the Kid Leroy, Reminds Me of You, that's out now. We also have King Von and Funk Flex lurking. We have Big Head, Gunna and Book, Put That Ish On. We have Russ, Hard For Me. We have Her, Hold Us Together. We have Drewski, Sleepy Hollow. I don't know if this is our, no, that's not the Drewski we listen to. Drewski, Sleepy Hollow, and Chef G 2020 Vision. And we have Fredo Bang featuring Sada Baby, Big Stepper.
Hey, that Fetty Wap, that's a tape.
Yes.
Bro, Fetty is far, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, dog.
Y'all still listening to Fetty Wap. That give us hope. That was our anthem in college, freshman year of college. Everybody playing Fetty Wap.
This came out this year. It is hard.
Trap and beat.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen to it. It's far. It's only 5 songs. It's far.
She my trap queen. She doing bang go bang bang.
But y'all better hope that Man on the Moon ain't a flop. Cause I'm gonna be mad if it sounds anything like Speed and Bullet to Speed and Bullet to
heaven
like this again. Yeah, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I thought we did top 5 Cudi songs before.
I believe we did before. I'm looking to clarify. Yep, we did do top 5 Cudi. I don't know when we did it though. When I make
it. No matter. Let's run it back.
I'll go first.
Top 5 Kid Cudi songs.
Top 5 Kid Cudi songs. Top 5, no debating. Top 5.
Here are my honorable mentions. Cudi Zone, Marijuana, King Wizard, Balmain Jeans, Reborn. Number 5 on my list, I have Just As I Am. Number 4 I have on my list is Swim in the Light. Number 3, Pursuit of Happiness. Number 2, Higher. And number 1, Mr. Rager.
Gotcha, Mr.
Very hard to pick.
Baby, you ready, Damani? You on mute.
I am.
You've been good for that this episode.
So my top 5 Kid Cudi songs. Honorable mention, Teleport to Me off Wizard. Number 5, Red Eye off Indie Cud. Number 4, Mojo So Dope off Man on the Moon 2. Number 3, Balmain Jeans, Satellite Flight. Number 2, Heart of a Lion off Man of the Moon 2, which is like top 3 album of mine all time. And then Reborn, Kids See Ghost. Cudi did his thing all time. Humming, you know the deal. Number
1. John, you ready?
Honorable mentions, Kid Cudi. A great list of mine. I have a lot of similars. Afterwards, Bring Your Friends is my
hey.
And so is Red Eye.
Hey.
My number 5, bro, is Balmain Jeans. My number 4 is Immortal. My number 3 is Efictum off Wizard. My number 2 is Reborn off Kid See Ghost. And my number 1 is Man on the Moon, of course, off Man on the Moon.
Got you. I'm ready. Here are my list of honorable mentions. I have Upper Room and Love Hard from Wizard. I have Soundtrack to My Life, Girls and Red Eye, and Pursuit of Happiness, as well as I like some of his features. I like his Welcome to Heartbreak feature. His feature off of Gorgeous, Kanye West. He was featured on Ghost Town by Kanye West. and was featured on "Stop Trying to Be God" by Travis Scott. All right, number 5, I have Reborn, Kid Cudi Ghost. Number 4, I have Ballman Jeans. Number 3, I have Afflict 'Em off of Wizard. Number 2, I have Solo Dolo. And number 1, I have Erase Me featuring Kanye West.
For me, I got 3 honorable mentions. Man on the Moon, off Man on the Moon. I have The Dream Time Machine off of Wizard. I also have Teleport to Me, Jamie, off of Wizard. Number 5, I got Reborn off KC Ghost. Number 4, I got Red Eye featuring Hyam off of what was that?
Indie Cut.
Number 3, I have Just What I Am featuring King Chip off Indie Cut. Number 2, I have Cudi Montage, and number 1, I have Ballman Jeans because on that album I really hated that album, but I loved that song. Like, and it stood out so long, and I could sing that song like to the day, like play it all day.
Man, I can't wait to go to a Cudi concert, bro.
Wait, 2020, 2021 could be the opportunity, bro. With my
I'm
mask
going,
on.
bro.
Still with my mask on though.
Mask and vaccine.
Man, vaccine plus mask, because I ain't taking my mask, bro. I don't think I'll ever go anywhere without a mask, bro. I'm sorry.
Imagine him and Playboy Cardi on the same set. Oh my God.
You gotta let it go, bro. You gotta let it go.
Sam, what's up with Playboy, bro? Like, you are so obsessed with
I don't think y'all understand. Lit is literally in my top 5 of albums of all time. For me, personally.
Top 5 what?
Top 5 albums of all time.
bro.
Dalit is that 5. So I'm excited.
Is Bruiser is that
is there any news breaking?
Ooh, what was it ever?
Hey, I just read a quote by Paul George that said, I'm trying to get back to my elite status. I'm with my trainer that I'm with, that I was with during my MVP season. I said, when have you ever had an MVP season?
Yeah, I was confused.
No,
It was
2018 OKC. He was
came in
third MVP
second or
voted.
third.
I know. Second most points in his career. I think that was his highest actually in his career.
Yeah.
But it's the principle. They said my MVP season though.
But no, this is like the way he said it. I'm like, but you didn't win MVP.
Exactly. You talking about when you almost won MVP?
But he was behind James Harden though.
Oh yeah, Cam Newton has been benched for Jared Stidham, and they're losing 24-3 currently to the LA Rams.
They didn't bench him, bro. They sat him because like they did Tua, bro.
I think it's clear as day that New England will find a new quarterback. Probably Jimmy Garoppolo, but they will look to find a quarterback elsewhere. Get an outside.
Or Matt Ryan.
Goodness.
You should have started Cam Akers, Derek.
I know, bro.
He did.
I started him. No, and I'm in my other league. I'm playing Demond, and we both got Cam Akers, and he said he wasn't starting him. So I was like, dang, I guess I'm not gonna start him. But I should have started him. I really didn't expect him to do nothing against New England defense, though. I didn't expect him to be good.
Well, I got like 16 points.
He all I had in a Bruiser league, though. He got 21 points.
Boy, am I glad I avoided that.
Oh yeah,
glad I'm not playing Derek.
Jace is done. If I put up numbers, Jace is cooked.
Yes.
Jace is cooked. If my other dudes put up numbers, he's cooked.
You're gonna be sad with Derrick Henry go crazy.
My defense got 31 points and Cam Akers got 21. I ain't never had a running back give me that many points all season. Okay.
Bro, he gonna be sad if Rodgers put up points against Detroit. Oh, and also DeAndre Swift against Green Bay. Oh, Chris Godwin against Minnesota. DK against the New York Jets.
DK should go crazy.
Bro, have you stopped?
Come on.
What'd you say, John?
And even if DK and them losing, they'll let the DK catch a bomb for game at the end anyway.
Exactly. Corey Davis.
Oh yeah.
Against Jacksonville.
We didn't talk about that. Did y'all talk about Greg Williams?
Oh nah, I didn't. The Jets have no place on this podcast.
Yeah, I know. They're not.
So they get Trevor Lawrence or fire Adam Gase. I'm sorry.
Damn, bro. I was going through the fantasy playoff schedules and I went to go check where you was.
And this will conclude episode 84 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're available to Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube. Follow us at Pack Life Pod or Pack Life Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Beside, we got Mr. Johnny Mars.
Wait, what do you do? I missed it.
Diagonally, we got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter.
Cutthroat.
Diagonally, we got Mr. JB, Jalen Benjamin.
Yo.
And last but not least, we got my cousin, Mr. DeMont. And I'm your host, Bruiser Carter. Thank you for tuning in, rocking with us. 84 episodes, loaded episode, predictions made, analysts given. You said what?
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss. Give me 84, you guys. Give me 84.
Randy Moss.
Shannon Sharp.
Good one.
Cordero.
Shannon Sharp is good.
Oh, John.
But he
I
said
heard John.
Cordell Patterson.
Antonio Brown with the Steelers.
He said Cordell Patterson.
Right, he's a Pro Bowler.
Tyler Higbee. He 84?
We out of here.
No, he's
New Pack Life.